Yo guys, what is up? What is up? Eagles talk, Eagles free agency talk with MK, episode 4. And we got big news right now, guys. We got big news. The Eagles are one of 3 teams that are eyeing Stephon Gilmore in free agency. We are one of 3 teams eyeing Stephon Gilmore. Make sure you guys subscribe. Hit the like button, hit the notification bell, hashtag road to 2K. Cop some merch, link is in the description below. So the Eagles are one of 3 teams eyeing Stephon Gilmore. Chiefs, Eagles, Bills. Please get this done. Please get this done. Oh my god, this will be insane if this happens. If this actually happens, guys, I don't know what I... Oh my god, please get this to happen. Please get this to happen. A former defensive player of the year. Please. One of the best corners in the league. Come on, make this happen. We need this to happen, guys. We need this to happen. Like, now more than ever, we need this to happen. Like, my god. Like, please get this to happen. Please. Please get this to happen. This will be the best thing for us. To picture him next to Darius Slay. Bro. That would be insane, people. Guys, we have people in here, only 1 like. And that was me. Come on, where is everyone? Am I not live? Oh, there we go. Oh my god. We need this to happen. If this happens, oh my god, we're taking the NFC East if this happens. If this happens, we're automatically NFC East favorites. What is up, prime time? Make sure you hit that like button, bro. Hit that like button, share it out. Like, Eagles need this. We need this to happen, guys. We do. We need this to happen, guys. We do. We absolutely. I just want to look at the stats real quick, so I'm going to take this off. We can't get both. There's no way in the world we can get both. No way in the world we can get both. But I just want to look at his career. We just need this to happen. Come on. How much would the contract cost, first of all? If someone could tell me how much would the contract cost. Yo, what's good, Slay? Can someone tell me how much this contract will cost? What's good, Slay? Make sure you share this out. But in his career, here, let me zoom in here. His career, 138 games, 78 average, 27 interceptions, 465 yards and 2 touchdowns in his career. Imagine him next to Slay. Oh my God, we need this. We need this. I'm doing good, man. I just went live because this news broke that the Eagles are eyeing Stephon Gilmore. So we need this to happen. Slay, share this on your community tab. Share this everywhere, Slay. Look. Oh my God. So he got drafted by Buffalo in 2012. How old is he? How old is Stephon Gilmore? Hold on, I got it. He's 31. Okay, he's 31. He's 31. So, I appreciate that, Taco. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Just hit the like button and share it out. So, he's 31 years old. One of the best corners in the league, a former defensive player of the year. If we get him, we're the favorites in NFC East. I'm sorry. We're the favorites in NFC East if we get Stephon Gilmore. He's the guy that can transform our defense. He's the guy that, make an impact. This guy is insane. So he got drafted by the Bills in 2012. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then he went to the New England Patriots in Carolina. So he's been around. He's been around. Just the Eagles. Please get him. Oh my God. Please get him. Please. Hey, if anyone wants to come in, you gotta show your face unless I know you. If you guys want to come in. Yo, AK, what's good? What's good, bro? If you want to come in, just talk, about Stephon Gilmore, you're more welcome to. So, let me just take this off. I'm on the full screen. There we go. That's better. And if you guys want to come in, just talk Stephon Gilmore and Eagles. Not doing any trolling today. Yeah. If this happens, my God. If the Chiefs get him, dude, the AFC West would be insane if he goes to the Chiefs. It'll be insane if he goes to the Chiefs. All right, man. What you think of Chris Place being an Eagle? Who? Oh, Olave. Okay. If we get Olave, that would be a great draft pick. But I'm a Michigan fan, so I'm kind of like, But if he makes our team better for the future, I am all for it. I am all for it if we get Chris Olave. If we get Chris Olave, that would be insane. But I would like a Drake London or Christian Watson or one of those guys, because this wide receiver class right now is freaking insane. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, #Road to 2K. Cop some merch. The link is in the description. 20% off until tomorrow. Let's see. Finally, a decent. We didn't get him yet. Wait, what? Okay, just hit the like button and make sure you hit the subscribe. Thank you. Yeah, man, it's gonna be. If we get Stephon Gilmore, automatically NFC East favorites. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If we get Gilmore, automatic NFC East champions automatically. Yeah. Guys, just make sure you hit that like button. This will be a humongous move, and there was actually some rumors that Kayvon Thibodeau, if I got the name right, is actually dropping in the draft. So if we get Kayvon Thibodeau and Stephon Gilmore, yo. No, just went live. The Eagles are eyeing on Stephon Gilmore.
The Eagles are on a lot of people, Mitchell.
Yeah, no, but Stephon Gilmore were one of 3 teams. It's between us, the Bills, and the Chiefs.
And I get the feeling he's going to wind up on the Chiefs or the Bills.
Hey, anything can happen, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, you want to pop on? AK's going to be on in a minute.
I'm doing research.
What are you doing research for?
What the hell is this doing on my fucking Google Doc?
Okay, I got to mute myself for that. Hello?
Hello.
What is up?
Good. I like Stefan Gilmore. It'd be a good addition.
Oh my god, that would be huge if we get him.
Hello.
I was just on the phone with my buddy Tyler, and he thinks he's going to end up on the Bills or the Chiefs. And you're out of there. Alrighty then. What's up, Shamir? How's it going, man? So make sure you hit that like button and share the stream. So, Stephon Gilmore, that'll be a huge impact. Oh, we already got 10 likes. Let's go. Appreciate that, guys. Appreciate that. So, I'll be right back. Yep. Yeah, man. Stephon Gilmore. I really think we have a good shot at this. I just want to know, guys, how much of his contract? Stephon Gilmore contract. Let's see. I know he's a free agent. Oh shit! He's gonna want a big payday. He's gonna want a big payday, Stephon Gilmore, right now. He's gonna want a huge payday. He made like a little over $5 million, close to $6 million last year. He's gonna want $8 or $9 million a year. Ugh. I don't know how I feel about that. Guys, how much would you give Stephon Gilmore right now? The Eagles won't pay. The Eagles want to pay, or they don't want to pay. To me, they don't want to pay as of right now. But it is what it is, and it's something we got to deal with. I mean, when you get a chance like Stephon Gilmore, you got to jump on that. $29 million for 5 years? Good. God dang. God fucking damn it. But when you get a player like Stephon Gilmore, former defensive player of the year, you got to drop the bag. You got to drop the bag on this. The fact that we're actually in the running for this is just insane. How it's just insane. I mean, if we do get Gilmore, should we still draft a corner? If we do get Gilmore today or something like that? I don't think we'll get Gilmore. I mean, if we get Gilmore, I don't think we'll be drafting a cornerback. Yeah, we're in the running for Tyrann Mathieu also. But I'd rather have Tyrann Mathieu than Stephon Gilmore. That's just me being honest. He's younger, I think. I think he's younger. Let's see here. He is 29. He is 29, and that is great. Let's see here. Boom. Taco, thank you. See that. There we go. Look. We need to make a big splash here. We need to make a big splash. All the moves we made are nice, but it's not going to be like that big of a splash. Like Zach Pascal, it is what it is. Hassan Reddick, good move. Kaiser White, great move. Fletcher Cox's contract, good. Derek Barnett, sucks. Like, no. Man. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. Guys, come on, let's keep this going. We already got 10 likes. We need more. Are we keeping Minshew? As of right now, I think he'll be a good trade piece. I would love to keep Minshew because I am jealous of the teams that are keeping their quarterbacks for years to come. Like, I'm jealous of the Patriots. I'm jealous of the Steelers with Big Ben. I'm jealous of the Packers with A-Rod, with Rodgers. But who knows? Who knows? I would get him a third or fourth. So that's definitely not off the table. That's still on the table. And it is gonna be something if we do trade Uncle Rico. If we do, we're definitely getting a quarterback in the draft. Hate to say that. All right, it's something to keep an eye on if we trade Minshew. If we trade Minshew or Hurts, we're definitely getting a quarterback. I don't think it's getting into like signing another one. I don't. I feel like it's going to be in a trade. So what do you guys think? What other big moves should the Eagles be making besides Stephon Gilmore? Besides Tyler Matthew or Matho, whatever how you pronounce his last name? Your draft Carson Strong. Jordy, if you want to come in, man, and just talk, the link is in the chat, man. If you want to come in and just talk, and we can just talk Sixers, Celtics. If you want to come in, man, you're more than welcome to. But here, I'll drop the link again, just to be safe. There you go, Jordy. There's the link if you want to come in. Look. Oh, I forgot something. Hold up. There we go. Oh, man. Man. It'll be huge if we get Stephon Gilmore. It'll be freaking huge. 31 years old, former defensive player of the year. Yo, what's good, Slay?
What up, Mitch? What up, Mitch?
What up? How you doing?
I'm doing amazing, bro. I hope you are too.
Yeah, I am too. WrestleMania was good last night.
Yeah, I was watching it with Mac yesterday on his channel.
Oh, wait, you were there?
Yeah, he invited me on, and I just wanted to come on, and it was a great show, man. And I was actually tuning into you and Gooley's stream.
I know, I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that, but I wonder how many viewers Mac the Giants fan got on that. Because he gets a lot, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
I forget which one it was.
Yesterday, I don't think he gained a lot, but it was.
He got more than me.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
He got 159, and I only got like 83. It makes no sense. And Gooley got close to 300.
Oh, that's awesome.
But for me, I got nothing. So I'm like, what the hell? I've been going live a lot, so I guess that's it.
Mm-hmm.
We need a better O-line if Jalen keeps his style of looking at the defense. He looks and chooses to run too quickly, but I'd rather have the Eagles go for a linebacker. Here's the thing about a linebacker, right? The last time we actually drafted one was back in 1979.
Mm-hmm.
The odds of that are not looking too good. I would
Right.
love to draft a linebacker in this one. Like Kobe Dean or someone.
Or
Definitely.
Devin Lloyd. Or what if we just drafted both of the linebackers and never worry about this again? We just drafted.
I mean, dude, our linebacking core did get better with Hassan Reddick and Kaiser White.
Right.
It did get better, but that's like a short-term thing. Wait, how many years did they both get? Reddick got 3, right?
Kaiser White got 1 year and Hassan Reddick got 3 years.
Ugh.
But we're honestly paying Hassan Reddick cheap because he's only getting paid $15 million for 3 years. That's cheap as hell, especially for a man of his caliber. He did really good last year.
Right. That was just That move I kind of saw coming because he did play for under Nick Sirianni before because you're white. So are we just going to be like the Colts and the Chargers and the Eagles pretty much?
Sure.
It feels like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, man.
It feels like it. But
Good one.
yo, how do you like AK's new brand or new channel design, whatever it is?
I honestly like it because even though uncensored is like what we know him by, I feel like usually any stream that he's on, and this is before this, he's always gonna be AK Eagles on Twitter too. I feel like it just suits it more, AK Eagles, and I love the Mighty Eagle logo. I feel like
Yeah, I mean, you've known him longer than me, but Discord, like,
yeah, no,
I've known him for like a
actually,
year, I guess.
no. I think we knew him at the same time because I didn't know him through I didn't know him until you told me about him. And then like I started
Oh, because Lindy was it Lindy or someone was I think it was Lindy, yeah, who was
Yeah.
doing a live stream during the draft. It was
Mhm.
me, you, AK, Lindy, and
Jordy.
John Melton, I think.
Who?
John Melton or J Mill or whatever his name is.
Jay Milton, yeah.
Yeah. So it
Must-
was it was from that where I met AK, and I still have him as Eagles Uncensored in my phone. I'm
Right.
like, great, I gotta change that now, don't I? Damn.
Mhm.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
He's a great guy, man. Like he's always gonna be himself, and I admire that
Yeah,
about
but he kind of wants to stop cursing. He wants to stop cursing, but it's like that's how I know him.
him. Right.
That's how I
Hey
freaking
man,
know him.
sometimes you just gotta build your brand in terms of like, just like you get what I'm saying with like just being professional on YouTube. Like sometimes it's gotta switch. But if your brand is about just being real and like, sometimes currency comes with it and you just give out your overall opinion, hey man, that might suit your role too.
Yeah. I mean, dude, he has the watch hours. He's just stuck at like 344 range.
Mhm.
It's like I don't understand that. Like for me, I got the subscribers, but I don't have the watch hours, which I'm working on right now, and I'm at like what 2.6, close 2.58 or 2.5 something. Like I'm right there at 2.6 mark.
That's
So
yeah,
like
man, I'm completely far off the 4,000 watch hour mark.
you go
I'm
live more than me though.
Me?
You've
Nah,
been going live a little bit.
I don't. That's not me. I'm more of a video type of guy. The last time I went live was like 2 weeks ago, and before that, that was like 2 weeks ago too. It was 3 weeks. I'm more of a video type of person. I'm not the live guy.
Yeah, you've been making highlights and they've been popping off. I'm like, what the hell is he doing? Then I'm not.
I just the only reason I felt like that because their white video did well is because I did it right around the time he signed. So that's the only reason it did well. If you did that, I'm pretty sure it would be right around the
Like
same.
my best video, dude, is when when Commanders got the new name.
Was it like literally after it happened?
It's like the second after, and that video is close to 6K right now.
That's exactly why it did well because you did it right around the time. You gotta. That's one thing with YouTube. YouTube, it's all about timing. If you put out a video on the right time, something happened. It usually means that your video is gonna do well.
Yeah, basically. That's why I was like, dude, I just got lucky with that, man. I just got freaking lucky with that. The first day it hit like 2K, and I'm like, what the hell? I was just trolling. I copied Boys for Life on that, and it worked.
Yeah, man, boys for life and you, bro.
Dude,
Y'all
he had Philly 500 on his show yesterday.
I seen that. That was
Yeah.
that was
I was
awesome.
watching. I was like doing back and forth. Like I was watching it, getting ready for my WrestleMania show. So I was like back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
So I just like
WrestleMania 2 tonight. I can't wait for it.
yeah. I mean Cody Rhodes. I thought it was gonna be Undertaker because they're Hall of Famers. Like never say never. So I was like, it could be Taker, could be Sane, Cody was in the back of my mind, but hey, I'm fine with it. I kept on watching his entrance like 10 times already.
I was thinking it was gonna be Cody Rhodes, but once the light went black, bro, I honestly had a feeling it was gonna be Undertaker. Like, I don't know why, bro, but when that light went black, bro, I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be Undertaker, and then it hit Cody Rhodes' entrance, and that was awesome.
Yeah, what up?
Yo, what's good, man?
Nothing much. Sorry I couldn't make it to your stream. I was stuck on the network during WrestleMania.
Oh no, it's fine, man. It's fine. I didn't get a chance to watch it last night. I got to watch it, but no, I heard it was pretty good. So
It was good. Better than a Royal Rumble, better than Elimination Chamber since night one. So, how do you like your show went well? I was watching it like this morning.
yeah, I made it through only cursing 3 times, and it wasn't even that.
Me and Slade were like,
I think I
"That's
said
how
hell. I think I said hell twice and shit once. So
I mean, dude, you've been doing this for a while by cursing, so it's like gotta get some getting used to then.
yeah, no, it's all good.
So you're gonna be making videos or sticking with live streams?
No, I'm gonna continue doing my lives. It's just my lives are gonna be more based around chill sessions, adult talk, knowledge, just talking Eagles football. But I'm kind of basing it off of my old channel, just in a different way. You're not gonna get judged by what you say, but I want you to be real. Like.
So
You
I
don't, you
can't
don't have
say Slade's a Giants fan anymore.
to, what's that?
I can't say Slade's a Giants fan anymore.
Oh no, we can joke around on my channel and stuff. It's just you can't go too far over the line anymore. That's all.
Right.
But no, I'm always about having fun, man. Like the fun will never leave my channel. The joking will never leave. Like none of that. It's just more along the lines of just being more all around people friendly rather than just a select few.
Right.
I'm gonna do more independent solo streams where I can just talk to the chat.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna do videos, start them.
Yes, AK with the videos. I can't wait to tune into those.
I got
I
an
did
intro
Video
coming.
you made about the
next
fly,
day.
and it's like, Mitch, there's the fly. I want that fly back. I miss the fly.
I got a new intro coming like tomorrow or the next day.
What, key?
Yeah, and yeah, just a bunch of changes, man. That's all. Like I said, just getting more people friendly. Yeah, chilling with the homies, and I just want just some more adult content, man. Where everyone just is kind of chilling, talking, and knows their shit, and just relax. Now, see, I'll come on your channel and curse all day long. It ain't my channel. I don't give a fuck. Like I'll be censored over here, but on my channel, obviously not.
I'm just saying right now, if you have me and Tyler at the same time, that's not going to work.
Well, see, listen, I don't mind if people listen. You can obviously curse on even on like Joey's, but or any of the big guys. You just can't do it consecutively, like all the freaking time.
Right. Right.
Like last night, I let a shit slip out. Okay, well, whoops. But it's not like it's gonna, hurt anything. But nah, dude, I think I might have only cursed 3 times yesterday, so I was pretty happy.
Wow. I was watching the whole debate with Birdman and Lindy about Jalen Hurts again.
Oh no, dude, those conversations were awesome last night, man.
Yeah.
And that's what I want, and each week I'm going to try and have different people on and do conversations like that. And on call-in nights, I'm gonna start doing just solo call-ins. Not have everyone up at once. Be more one-on-one with everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I was thinking about doing that as well. That's what I do with MK headlines now. Like with
But I'm
MK.
still gonna have the occasional bullshit nights. Can't go without not having one of those every now and again.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm more prone to just like looking around on YouTube to see if there's people like I could talk to about Jalen Hurts, but sometimes it's more like they're not on the same boat as me, but I can go on like a YouTube channel and have a conversation with them about Jalen Hurts. But it sometimes it just can't happen because like people always like on the negative side about Jalen Hurts. They want to critique him. But I want to understand where they're coming from too, because if you feel this way about Jalen Hurts, then what do you think he needs to do to get better? And I feel like if it was that way in the YouTube game, then a lot of shit would be a lot different, man.
Well, and that's what I'm trying to do. Like when we sit there, like last night, we have conversations. Yeah, we disagreed, but we just talked. There wasn't no yelling. There wasn't no name calling, nothing. It was just a bunch of grown men bullshitting, just shop talking. I don't care if people disagree whether or not Jalen is the guy or not, whether Miles or Smith or Goddard. Everyone has different theories and different thoughts on each person. Who's going to make it, who's not. What I don't like and what I can't stand is when people sit there, when you make a comment and a positive one about, we'll just use Hurts for example. You make a positive comment and somebody comes out and says, well, he can't read defenses, so he's just a bust. He can't. Okay, first off, when you say that, that really pisses me off, because once you say that, automatically I'm thinking you think this kid's a fucking idiot. Like, he can't learn how to read defenses. Like, he's not smart enough to figure it out. So that's automatically where my mind goes to when people say that. Two, they sit there and say he doesn't have an arm. That's false. He does. It's not always there and it's not always accurate, but are you telling me he's not bright enough to figure it all out and put it all together? That's the thing. Jalen Hurts is a very, very smart individual, especially when it comes to football. His football IQ is ridiculous. And if that's the case, that means the kid can learn. It's just the fact people don't want to be patient and wait to see if he can. It's not the fact that they don't like him. It's not the fact that they don't think he's a good player, because I'll tell you what, when he's out there doing some crazy shit, y'all cheer for him then. It's just the fact that no one has the patience to sit around and wait. Mm-hmm. And that's fine. Just be honest about it. Say that then. Be like, I just am not patient. I am an impatient motherfucker. I'll be understandable then. I've waited around 33 years before we won a Super Bowl. There's people out there that waited a lot longer than I did. So I get the point of being impatient. But when it comes to the point of being impatient and sacrificing your team at the same time, is it worth it? And I'm not saying you are, but you could be. It's a 50-50 shot.
Yeah. So are you gonna have like more guests, like let's say like an Eagles writer or something like that nature?
Well, I already did that.
Oh, who did that?
Remember I had the Tampa Bay dude on, the dude that wrote for Tampa Bay last year.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I had I have content creators on. I just don't have a lot because I don't bug them. Like they only come on whenever they ask to come on or they're in my chat. I don't ask Joey to ever come on. He just shows up in my back. No lie. He's just like, boop. I'm like, oh, Joey's here. Cool. Like I don't know when he's coming, and I don't know that he jumps on. He just shows up. You know, they know that about my channel. I'm not going to sit there and bug people to join. People know who I am. They know what my channel's about. If you want to come talk football with me, my door's always open, you know?
Right.
But no, I mean, I've had Joey on before. Joe Castro's been on 2 or 3 times. You know, I've had Gate City on. I've had Gail on from 4th and John. Jimmy
I had
Smith.
him on too, yeah.
Yeah, I had Jimmy Smith. I had who else? 500 on.
I never had 500. He went on Boys for Life last night. On his show.
But I mean, I've had King on. I have had Pablo on. I've had Moochie on. I had Tone to Shields on.
Yep.
I had plenty of people on my channel, man. It's just I don't flash it. I guess I'm not flashy.
Right. And here's the funny thing too. I think it was last Saturday, not yesterday, but a week after. I was doing like 3 live streams, and Joey Sage was doing one at the same time as me. And I was just talking to my chat. I get a DM. Joey's like, "Yo, you want to do a live stream right now?" I'm like, sure. I'm like, I had to end my stream early and get the other one set up. I was like, damn.
Yeah. No, listen, man. Joey's a great guy. Tuesday night after our live stream, I got a chance to chill back in the back and talk to him till 5 in the morning. No lie, we stayed up till 5 a.m. talking. Great guy.
He works at 4 in the morning.
Huh?
He told me he works every day at like 4 a.m. to 11 or something like that.
It might have been 4 a.m. No, we were talking. Well, this was. I don't know what his schedule is. I'm just saying what we did. You know,
Yeah,
it
right.
was like 4 or 5 in the morning talking. And like I said, it was just 5 hours of bullshit. And dude, he's a great person, great individual. Love working with him. You know, he does not shy away from trying to help people. You know, and he's knowledgeable. So
he's
big
a
shout
very-
out to Joey, man. He's a great dude. And love what he does. So.
Yeah, he's one very intelligent person, man. He knows what he's talking about. That's kind of where I got the inspiration to do YouTube, actually, because of Joey. Because I feel like when I saw his channel a couple years ago, like just the takes, how knowledgeable it was, intelligence, and then what he can bring to like the table and stuff. I felt like that's what I wanted to be, and kind of why I started my channel.
Yeah, and you know he's humble, and he will. And I can tell you this: no matter how big the man gets, he'll always remain that way. You know, he's not afraid to jump down to the small channels and listen. You know, he's not afraid to pipe in every now and then and show up and say what's up and just support people. You know, he's a very humble individual, and that's one thing I respect about him. You know, he's not afraid of lower content people. He's not afraid to help. He doesn't ever feel threatened. He just does his own thing, man. You know, in the end, I found out me and him are a lot alike. You know, we do this because we love to do it. You know, and however far we get, that comes in time. You know, it's not kind of a rush thing. It'll all come in its time. You know, if it takes 10 years for me, it takes 10. If it takes 10 for him, it takes 10. But it'll all come when it's supposed to.
So, right. So, AK, if we get Stephon Gilmore, would that lock us up for the NFC East? If
I
we
don't
get
want Stephon Gilmore, man.
Huh?
I don't want Stephon Gilmore.
Oh, really? Who?
Yeah.
You rather have Tyron Matthew? Honey Badger?
I wouldn't mind Honey Badger. Listen, I'm just saying as far as corners, I don't want Stephon Gilmore. I mean, listen, he had 2 interceptions. He had a pretty decent year last year for Carolina. I get it. But, you know, I believe he wants like $14 million.
I
So
was just looking at his contract.
Yeah.
He made like
for
6
2
million.
for 2 years of his service at $14 million, it'd be like $28.5 million for 2 years.
Right.
I get it. That's okay, but listen. If that's the case, I'd rather just pay the 6 for Reggie Nelson, save some money, and just stick with Reggie. At least 1, he has experience, and 2, yeah, I get it. We were tough on him last year, but I went back and looked at his stats and stuff and his percentages and everything. He wasn't good, but he wasn't bad.
Yeah,
You
he
know,
wasn't.
he was in the middle. He was in the middle, you know. So I would rather just save money at this point because that seems what we're doing here, and just take the cheaper route. And I mean, what Nelson, did he have any interceptions last year? I forget. Did he have
No,
one?
he didn't have.
None.
Yeah.
Okay, but even still, hopefully this year he can get a couple, two. But I'd rather go the cheaper route at this point. Like I said, as long as he stays middle of the pack, we'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's kind of what Steve Nelson is supposed to be. I mean, he's supposed to be one of those corners that's not the greatest, and I felt like people overlooked him in his time with the Steelers because even though the stats might have like looked and shown that he was a good corner, he wasn't really the greatest corner. He was just one of those corners that was always around the ball when the ball came to him. He was a decent corner. He had a lot of like great plays with the Steelers, and then when he came to us, a lot of people were shocked with why he was so bad, and he wasn't so bad.
He wasn't bad at all.
Yeah, he was middle of the pack, and a lot of
Wasn't
people
bad, wasn't good.
exactly. But he had decency last year. He showed a lot of decency to be the CB2 next to Slay. I would still get a corner through the draft this year, not in the first round, but the second or third, just because I still want another void piece next to Slay because I'm so sorry, man, but I don't trust some of these depth corners. If there's a situation where Slay or Nelson gets hurt, I'm still questioning them.
Listen, man, this is my only argument and my only dislike about Steven Nelson. And if I could tell him to his face, I would. I just want him to be aggressive.
Yeah.
I don't want you being 5 yards off. I don't want you being 8 yards off. Be aggressive. I believe he could be a more consistent corner and even reach a higher level of corner, like instead of just being middle, he could crack top 15 or so if he could be just a little more aggressive. Stop playing so timid. You know what I mean?
Here, this one.
Like I just want.
She means, Josh.
That's hilarious.
But here's the thing, right? If we do get Stephon Gilmore, will we draft another cornerback?
I personally feel like we won't draft another cornerback because, as AK said, if you're paying him $28.5 million a year with that $14 million contract you're gonna pay him for 2 years, then it's most likely that you can't get a cornerback through the draft because you're gonna have to pay some of that money that you originally paid to Stephon Gilmore, and then the people that have the money through the draft won't get any money because like Stefan Gilmore's contract took up a lot of money from the draft rookies.
Right. I mean, for me, it can't always hurt to have cornerback depth, even though we have Zach McPherson, we got Tay Gowan, we got a lot of those guys, but it can't always hurt. And it honestly scares me that we need so many positions, and I don't know where Howie's going to go with it. Is it linebacker? Defensive line, even though that's like not the main priority. Safety, corner, even a secondary tight end or something like that. I don't know which way he's going to go.
We have a lot of average players, and that's one thing I don't want anymore. We have too much average players on this team, and it's got to stop. Like, if you want players that have great, decency on this team, then go out in the draft and build up your own players, kind of like how you did last year. And it's why the first 3 picks did really well last year, or were in their situation and did really well. Devontae Smith broke the rookie record for the Eagles in receiving yards. Landon Dickerson, he played mostly all the games last year and was one of the best tackles. I mean, not the tackle, one of the best guards we had last year. I would say he was the best guard that we
I
had
think
last
he
year.
was. I
Right.
think he was the best. I
And
think
then
it
Milton
was safe to say
Williams,
that.
right? Milton Williams, he gave us a lot of, energy on that field. And, he had a lot of good run stops. I feel like it's more sort of the average players that we have on this team and not legitimate like dogs that we could trust on.
Yeah.
Well, and that's something too. People are going to really have to watch this year's first round because I really believe a wide receiver is coming off this board with one of these picks.
I do
Whether
too.
it be Wilson, whether it be Olave, I have a feeling one of them are going to be an Eagle. Also, I believe either Wyatt or Davis will be an Eagle. I'm not surely sold on what we're going to be doing with 19 yet. If it's me, I prefer to keep it, but we'll see. Now, as far as this team goes for this year, Slay kind of hit it on the head a little bit there. This team, it all depends on the leaps our rookies from last year take. What Milton Williams does, what Jackson does, what TJ Edwards builds off of last year. All of our guys that were young core players, Smith, all of them. Do they make that leap from year one to year two? And then our first round picks, are they going to be exactly what we need them to be? If everything goes well and every player takes their jumps from year 1 to 2, and Jalen makes his jump from year 2 to 3, and so forth, this team could possibly be very dangerous. But all the pieces have to fall where they need to for this to work.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of trades in the first round this year.
I agree.
There's going to be a lot of, that's every year, isn't it? Like, it feels like there's going to be a lot of trades going into it, and then maybe we get some, maybe we don't. But I feel like this offseason is going to be insane.
I completely agree with you, Mitch. This offseason, so far, it's already been amazing to me because I feel like we got 3 already great scheme fits with Hassan Reddick, who can play that defensive end role, pass rush. But if you want him to drop back in that linebacker role, which we don't need him to, he can't. He's going to be like that Jannard Avery of the defense, kind of like last year. That's what he came here to do. And then Zach Pascal, I thought that was a great signing. I won't say great, but it was a good signing for where we're at. We need a guy that can, fill that 3 role or that outside role because Quez can also play in the slot or the outside. I feel like the outside is better for him.
This is
and then
what
you
I
get
feel like
Khalil
with
White,
Zach
a
Pascal.
guy that can play linebacker. No, go ahead. My bad.
This is what I feel like about Zach Pascal, right? I feel like he's taking the snap of Watkins. I just see it. I don't know why. It's just like I see it.
Sora.
He
What
misspelled
did he? I
Howie
gotta
in
go
one
on
of his
Twitter. What did he
tweets.
say? Let me see.
Papa Soro misspelled Howie in one of his tweets, and I corrected him. People get mad at that. What's good, Vic? If you guys want to come in, man, just give me your thoughts on Stephon Gilmore or Honey Badger or whatever's on your mind. Come on in. There's the link.
Listen, man, I'm going to tell you, I don't think Pascal was taking anything from Quez. If anything, Pascal was a move to get Reagor off the field. I'm telling you that right now. I do not think you'll see Reagor that much this coming year. If you noticed in the press conference when Nick had it a while back, he left Reagor's name out. So, I've read articles where the front office and Nick and all of them have said they just have no hope in him. So we'll see what happens, but the odds of Reagor and JJ touching our field next year is slim to none. So,
Yeah, I can see it.
Absolutely. And I was just going to say the Kazir White signing. I felt like it was a good signing for the Eagles because, as I wish this happened, I wish we go a 2 linebacker role in the draft this year in that first round. Instead of just worrying about it in the future, you get Lloyd and Dean. I feel like the Kazir White signing proved that we're going to take N'Kobe Dean over Devin Lloyd because Now that you get Kazir White, who can play that outside role and fills out Singleton's role, you still have T.J. Edwards, who's going to be like that, I guess, key linebacker. You take him out of that role, and then now you put Nakobe Dean in that role, and then just push him to the little bit outside on that right side or left side. Nakobe Dean could just be that field general linebacker, and I think that's where they're headed to. As much as I want both linebackers in the draft this year.
Bro, just get it out of your head, man. They ain't getting a linebacker.
The last time we drafted one
Not
was
gonna
back in
happen.
1979.
I'm
This
telling
is
you,
the
it's going to
most
be a wide receiver and a defensive lineman, and they're probably trading 19. I wouldn't do that. I suggest them not to do that. I would keep 19, but that's probably what they're going to do.
This is the most perfect year to take a field general linebacker, and there's one sitting right there for you with Nakobe Dean. And I feel like that's, and as much as it pains us in terms of not taking a linebacker in the last 30 plus years, I feel like this is one of those years where Howie Roseman understands that he has 3 first-round picks, and then you have a guy like Nakobe Dean that can fill out the scheme role. You go and take him, and I think Nick Sirianni could definitely change his mind on that. And also Gannon also kind of made him take a scheme fit with Milton Williams last year. That was more of a Howie and Gannon pick, and it definitely worked out so far.
We'll see, man. Just don't get your hopes up. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I
Definitely do not get your hopes
Don't
up.
get your hopes up, man, because you'll be sitting there the first,
Listen, we all know how he is.
3 picks. You'll be like, "Fuck."
well, it
Yeah.
depends on who we take. Because if it's Wyatt, sure, I would love that pick. If it's
Don't say
Davis,
it like
obviously.
that. Say it with more enthusiasm. Say it with more enthusiasm. Say it with your chest. Come on now.
You're gonna say it like, I would love that, Wyatt.
Yeah, I would love that.
Listen,
If I say sure in a wrong way, chat, don't act like I'm saying it in the right way.
I'd rather have Bray Wyatt, but that's
I
the
think
thing. Yeah. But Vic, how do you feel about Stephon Gilmore and the Eagles eyeing on him?
I honestly think that that's a good move if they could make it. I think me and Papa were talking about it on Twitter earlier. He was saying that, basically it comes down to can we get Tyrann Matthews or can we get Gilmore? What, baby?
Make sure you feed her when
I will.
That's the
Yo,
second
what's up,
his wife today.
Oh, the duck quackinator.
Yeah.
That don't even make sense. What's good?
All
folks?
right.
So Vic,
Yeah, me and Papa were just talking about on Twitter, like it could be between Nathan, I was gonna say Nathan, Honey Badger,
I was about to say,
or it
I
could
don't
be
remember saying
between Gilmore.
Mayfield.
I know. That's what I had in my head, Baker Mayfield. But yeah, it could be the Honey Badger or Gilmore. Because both of them, let's be honest, they're going to come at a cost. Now, it depends on which one they can finagle for the right price, if they can, because both players are being looked at by multiple teams. So that's a bidding war, and that's something that we're not about to get into.
That's the thing, though. If you get Gilmore, and I pointed it out earlier, you're gonna have to understand that you're gonna take some money away from the rookies that you draft this year.
yeah. I just don't believe it. It would be Jordan
Hopefully
Davis.
they do what they need to do. Like when we were talking before about the linebackers.
No, hey, bring that back up.
Wait, what did I
Bring
say?
that back up. No, that's
Yeah, I see
fine.
it.
That's fine, James. Because
He's only a 2-down player. Are you serious?
no, listen. That even if people believe that or not, whether he is or not, okay. In all honesty, that's all we need. Because you have Milton Williams, you have Hargraves, and if you would get Davis, and he is only a 2-down player, hey, you're going to have a rotation anyway. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you're going to have a rotation anyway. So,
Shout out to the fathers. Let's say this right now.
I know, man. Okay. But no, you're gonna have that. So I mean, he's gonna be rotated in and out. If he's 2 downs, if it's 3rd and 4th down, you use him. Oh well, that he's a force for those 2 downs. So
Is Deshaun Elliott still in free agency?
That makes perfect sense.
Is Deshaun Elliott still in free agency?
Oh, that's a possibility.
Is there a quarterback in next year's draft you guys got an eye on?
Yes.
Oh, Van
He
Dyke.
is still a free
Van
agent.
Dyke for
No, you can't.
Van
I don't think
Dyke.
you can do that right now. The way football is, you can't really keep an eye on a person because it changes every year. It always changes. Like, let's just take even for instance, and I know it's not a quarterback, but we're talking about Kayvon Thibodeau. Last year, he was the consensus #1 overall. This year, they're talking about he's falling. So you have to play out the season. There's always someone who has a great year, someone's name who pops up out of nowhere. Look, this year we're talking about Malik Willis. They weren't talking about him last season.
Mm-hmm. I would say Van Dyke.
And we're talking about him till this season.
Oh my God! I
What
think
about
Van
Bryce
Dyke.
Young?
Matter of fact, to even say that of Sam Howell, he's a perfect example. He was the guy they were talking about being the #1 quarterback. Look at him now.
It's gonna
We're talking
be
about Kenny
different,
Pickett. We're talking about Willis. There's other people in front of them.
Can he
It's
pick it
gonna
with
be
his small
way
hands?
different though, Vic,
Dang.
because last year's quarterback class,
Maybe he ain't
or
picking.
this one, I meant to say, if you look at this one that's coming up in this 2022 draft, it was more like prone to be just Spencer Rattler and Howell. I don't even think they were like really amazing. I felt like Sam
Rattler
Howell
ain't
was
even in the
just one of
draft.
those quarterbacks that just got underlooked because he was in a situation where he had Javonte Williams and a couple
Mhm.
other, prospects. And then this
He had
year,
a pretty much
honestly
good
looked really
offense.
solid. He looked really solid without some of those guys. And I
Mhm.
feel like he might be the best quarterback out of the class if you think about it, if he goes into the right situation. But
I
next year's
agree.
class, oh my God, CJ Stroud.
Now we all
Van
know it's
Dyke.
Jack Cohn.
Now I agree with Big Play said, everything he said. Like Howell had the talent a year before. Most of that offensive line and his running back went to the NFL. And he had to start over again. And for the most part, when you look at him, he still commanded that offense well. And I think he's 1,000% right. Out of all the quarterbacks in the draft, Sam Howell might be the best.
Mhm.
Or Kenny Pickett. I could see him being solid.
Well, I still don't get how no one still hasn't done a meme with, what was his name? Chris Elliott from Scream with Scary Movie 2 when he had the baby hands. How no one put that little thing together with him and Kenny Pickett?
Maybe they
Yo,
did.
That's what you got to
Haven't
do.
seen
Sora,
it.
Sora, I can't wait to have a sit down with you next year and just talk about Van Dyke for like a whole stream, bro.
What? Huh? What? I was not paying attention.
I was just saying, like,
He was
for next
thinking
year,
about Danny
for Van
Green.
for Van Dyke next year.
I haven't seen
At
much about
least
that
he's
Van
being
Dyke kid,
honest,
so I
bro.
can't really speak much on him.
Yeah,
Who the fuck
Honey
is
Badger
Van
looked
Dyke?
terrible last year. I see why the Chiefs let him go. My
Mhm.
impression
He's a little
is
slow.
Jalen has just one more year to produce, or it's bye-bye. Another. I put this on Twitter. I got a couple responses. I would not be surprised if the Eagles' Twitter wants Colin Kaepernick. I would not be surprised.
I don't
No.
want.
I say no, but he.
What did I walk back into?
Huh?
What did I just walk into? I hear Colin Kaepernick.
They came up and I heard. You just heard
No,
Colin
because you
Kaepernick.
know how he worked out in Michigan yesterday, and I tweeted out, I would not be surprised if the Eagles' Twitter wants Colin Kaepernick. I would not be surprised, and I got a couple yeses.
Why would what?
I think if you were to say yeah, that'd be crazy because he's been out of the game. What? This is his third, fourth season, and it wasn't like he
No, this
was
is like
lighting the
his-
league on fire when he was in the league. So for him to come
This has
back,
been going on for 5 or 6 years.
Bro, that's
Yeah.
that's like bringing
So,
back Tim
5
Tebow
years out
trying
of
to
minimum.
be a tight
he's
end
been out.
right
Hey.
now.
yeah, that's.
He was
Hey,
the
kid, good
next
point.
Taysom Hill.
Hey man, don't disrespect the goat.
But I'll say this though: if
Keep the goat's
if
name
he wants to get back in the
out your
league,
fucking
then-
mouth.
I think, let's be honest, like the only chance he has is everyone's saying it's the Ravens or Seattle. No other team is really interested in him. You've seen him in Michigan.
Listen, we're not.
Let John Harbaugh throw his brother a bone and just help him out and bring Kaepernick on the team. So that
I
way,
don't want
they
him
can
on
just
my
end this already.
Michigan. What the hell?
If Kaepernick's the backup, oh well.
No, he's saying.
Oh, I don't want him on my team, but I'm just saying, like, for the Ravens. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like they're already solidified in their quarterback situation. So to bring him on the team just to give him a look and just to give him a chance for another team to possibly give him a look, bring him off for training camp. It's not that bad.
Can you go to
You've done
Ohio
work.
State, please?
Listen, bro, if Washington hasn't been desperate enough to take this man over the last 5 years, Jacksonville, any of these crappy teams, he's not going anywhere. Okay? Like, let's just be real. I mean, Washington could have used him the last 5-6 years, but they didn't. So,
He got a better arm than
Hold on.
Hurts, let's be
Let me
honest.
just, yeah, I know you're not talking about Kaepernick with his freaking softball pitching motion. Kaepernick had a horrible arm. Let's be honest right now. See, a lot of people are just got illusion in their head. Stop it. Go watch the film. You're embarrassing yourself with that comment.
Stop it. Get some.
And I hope no one wants Bryce Young for the Eagles next year because I don't want him.
Cool Cat Connor's fine with that. If Jalen
I'm-
Hurts doesn't pan out, he's fine with
I'm
Bryce
good.
Young.
I'm good. I don't want Bryce Young.
Hold up.
I have to see another year
Hold
with him actually like
Wait,
legitimately.
Papa, so you alright?
Because I feel like he.
Yeah. No, I'm
So
just saying. I've
overrated.
got a response. I've got a response for anybody saying that they want Kaepernick.
Oh my god.
If Kaepernick really wanted to get in the league, he tried for the XFL. He showed the league that he can still play.
No.
But he has this
the
pretentious thought in
USFL.
his head where whatever it's called, whatever they want to call it, the Rocks League, we'll say that. But if he really wanted to play, he'll showcase himself and show that he can still play. But you're not automatically going to be allowed back in the NFL. Like, I got what the situation was, and it sucks. You know what I mean? I think they blackballed him. But again, if you think that you can still play, show the world you can on any stage you get.
And first off, let's back up here a second. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When did we get this image in our head that Colin Kaepernick can play? Okay, first off, the man only had one good fucking year. He
And he lost the
Carson
Super
Wentz
Bowl.
the shit out of it. I mean, he has one good year and then nothing. Like he passed for like less than 1,000 yards his rookie year. Okay, I don't even think he played that many games, if any, but he did have some. His next
that was
year,
Alex Smith last season.
yeah, he didn't have much, and then his Super Bowl year he went off. But let's be honest, that's because he had a fabulous defense.
Mhm. And
Fabulous
when was
defense.
their Super Bowl year?
And remember that they weren't a passing attack
How many
offense.
good years
They were
has
running the
Hurts
ball,
had?
running the ball a lot.
Their Super Bowl year was what? 20.
He's only been in the league for freaking 2. What are you talking
no,
about?
no.
That's what I mean. When you make comments like that, it's embarrassing.
14
Hold
or
on, let
he
me-
was
let
in
me-
14 or 15, I believe, 2014 or 15. I think.
2014. Okay, and I got the stats right here. Colin Kaepernick has never been a good quarterback. He's
Yeah,
always
like
been
2000,
average.
like 2000.
No, but I'm saying his best year was the Super Bowl year.
Yeah, his Super Bowl year
Yeah.
wasn't.
And that was at what, 61%
Yeah,
completion?
that's
If that?
average for an NFL in today's league. That's not good. That's decent. That's not really that. good.
61% is exactly what Jalen Hurts had this last year.
That's what I mean.
And that was on his best season.
That's an average quarterback play right there.
So that's kind of my point. Like you people want to sit there and they talk all big about him, but it's like, dude, he hasn't done anything. Like, for instance, if the man actually had like Deshaun Watson numbers his first 4 or 5 years of playing before all this shit happened, he might have gotten away with it. He might have even got a second chance because the numbers are there. It shows that he's proven. But he tried to do it whenever he had no leg to stand on. Like, it's not like it was Tom Brady doing this. You know what I'm saying? So, like, dude, the kid was a wash, and he tried to do something, and I understand, but hey, it didn't work out, and it is what it is. Move on.
And for better or for worse, people got to think about, even though it was Chip Kelly, the head coach, he got benched.
Mm-hmm.
He got benched for, what was it, Nick Mullins?
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Nick Mullins literally ran that offense better. And even when Kaepernick had time
He got benched.
to
for
come in
Nick
as a starter,
Mullins.
I think he
Yeah.
had
When
one or two
when
games.
did he get benched by
Yeah.
Nick Mullins?
He got benched.
The year at
It was Nick Mullins, and I want to say, what was the? It was the year before, the year that he started kneeling. In training camp, got beat out.
And Nick Mullins
got beat out in
on the
training camp.
Raiders.
It was Nick Mullins and someone else. I can't remember. I want to say CJ Cuthbert.
I thought Nick Mullins just joined the NFL like 4 years ago, like in 2018.
Nah,
No.
he's been a backup and on the what you call it, the oh my god, why am I losing my train of thought right now? The practice squad for a while.
Yeah. I'm looking up his stats right now. He started in 2018.
So who was the one? I want to say it was a CJ Cuthbert, and there was another quarterback that they had. He was a first round. I want to say Blaine Gabbert, maybe.
Nah, Nick Mullins joined the NFL in 2018.
No, he's trying to figure out who Colin's backup.
Who was the quarterback? Yeah. I think I want to say you got to check it out. It might have been Blaine Gabbert that year that started for him instead.
Oh, who was their backup quarterback? Yeah, it was Blaine Gabbert.
So then he was the one that ended up being the starter and beat Colin Kaepernick out. For better or for worse, what it was, Colin Kaepernick was a backup that whole year, and he started I think maybe 2 games in relief, and one game was decent. They came back, but
what year? Is it 2016?
2015, I think.
I'd say.
What year did they go?
The last year, who was the last year
Blaine
Kelly was a
Gabbert.
coach?
Blaine Gabbert.
Yeah, it was
So
Blaine
2014
Gabbert.
was Kaepernick. 15 was Gabbert. 16 Gabbert.
Because I
And then
remember,
15 was Brian Hoyer.
yeah, it was Jimmy G that year too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, like he got beat out in camp by a journeyman that couldn't even handle it with the Jaguars.
New Orleans is not better than Baker. First of all, can we? And I just want
that's a little too far.
I want
Does everyone forget the
people to
Pittsburgh
give
game?
a little respect to Baker. And I know his stats don't back it up, right? But you cannot tell me with a decent enough team or a good enough team, and this is when he's fully healthy, I'm saying. Because last year he had a torn labrum. When he has a fully healthy team and it's a good team, he proved to you as an average, well, above type average, I would say 14, 13, or 12, around that top 15 range. He proved to you that he can lead the Browns to the playoffs, and he almost beat the Chiefs.
I beg to differ, because the Browns had a team that was set up to win the
That's what
Super Bowl,
I'm
and they
saying.
couldn't go to the Super Bowl because of Baker Mayfield. It wasn't because of their offense or anything else. Baker Mayfield is the reason why the Browns haven't gotten any further.
Yeah.
He has a ceiling, and we've reached it. We've seen it. There's no more to Baker Mayfield. He needs to go to a better team. I do agree. Maybe the Texans. That would be something. Maybe Miami.
That's not a better team.
No, for him it would be. Remember,
No.
Baker's a decent sized fish in a big ass pond. You need to get him in a smaller pond. Texans the right place for him.
Baker
the
lost the
Seahawks
Chiefs in
are
the
a good
playoffs
place
without
for him,
Mahomes.
too.
Stop it.
Yeah, the Seahawks are a good place for him.
With,
too.
like,
You get DK Metcalf.
2
and
minutes
Tyler
left in the
Lockett.
fourth.
Yeah, but you know, if DK feels that Baker's not that guy, I think DK might be in a position now where he can speak up even more with Russell not being there. Now, I'm guaranteeing you'll see a fight on the sideline or an argument or some kind of discussion on the sideline.
I rather have Baker in a Seattle situation though. If I were the Seahawks,
If I were the Seattle Seahawks, I would draft Malik Willis.
I wouldn't do that because he's still an offensive lineman. You got Dwayne Brown, but you would have to go guard in the second round just for that to work.
But for Seattle, that might work out because it's like Big Play saying, if you're going for Baker Mayfield, you're giving him what, maybe 2, possibly 3 seasons? That's enough time to groom a quarterback.
I
Yeah,
think
and
he's
that's
going
what
to
I'm saying.
Pittsburgh.
Van Dyke next year. Van Dyke.
Can't
or
go to
CJ
Pittsburgh. They
Stroud.
got Michael Trubisky.
It's
Mitch-
Mitch Trubisky. And,
Or Mitch. Sorry, yeah.
Isn't he like calling him just being Mitchell? Is that even
Yeah, they got
Mitch anymore,
Mitchell.
just Mitchell?
Yep.
Mhm.
And in all honesty, I think Trubisky is going to be very good for them. I see
Garbage.
I see a lot
Good
of
for them,
young,
thank you.
no lie, dude. I see a lot of a young Big Ben in him. He plays exactly like Big Ben did when he was a rookie and in his young years. He can take hits. We've seen that. You know, they're really trying to recreate Big Ben a little bit, I think, with Trubisky. So, and I think they can. He's got a good coach in Tomlin, so we'll see. But
Mm-hmm. No,
The-
Mitchell Trubisky is a rental for like a year or two. He's a good quarterback to have on a team that has talent all over the board. But Mitchell Trubisky is more of a rental piece. And that's not saying or to bash Mitchell Trubisky, but there's also quarterbacks in the later rounds where you could just go get and, keep it as a rental.
yeah, but sometimes rentals pan out, Slay. Like,
yeah,
for
they
instance,
do.
you
They do
honest-
pan out.
now, all honest opinion, was Tannehill a rental for the Titans before he went off, or was he? Did they truly think he was a long term? Because I'm telling you right
No,
now,
he was.
No, I think for
was
Tannehill,
never
they thought he was a long-term guy. They honestly, they had no one else.
I believe
They messed up.
I believe they
think
thought
they
he
seen a problem.
was. Yeah, but I thought I'm pretty sure Tennessee looked at it as just all right. We'll use him as a band-aid if need be. He's a veteran because they all saw Mariota was just kind of going down. So they were like, all right, we'll get him for like a year or two, see what we can do if he can just hold it, and then we'll get our guy. I think he was a rental that ended up turning out to be just what they wanted. And I believe that's exactly what Trubisky's going to end up being for Pittsburgh. He's going to be a rental for sure. I believe it's a rental move. But this year he's going to prove that maybe he's not just a rental.
No, I think it's just going to be this year and next year, and then they're going to take a quarterback. So
I think it's going to look like, what was it, two seasons or maybe 3 seasons ago when Big Ben got hurt and the Steelers were between, what was it, Duck Hodges and Madison Rudolph. I think that was the year that Rudolph got his head knocked off by that Browns game.
Garrett.
But do you remember how Pittsburgh was they just looked lost? Like the quarterback situation was just horrible.
Yep.
That's going to happen again under Trubisky. It might look good at first for certain teams that are slow to get off the blocks, but after a while, he's going to get figured out really
I can't
quick.
say that, though, man. He's got way better weapons in Pittsburgh than what he's ever had in Chicago. I mean, let's not act like Harris isn't in Pittsburgh. Let's not act like Johnson's not there and that they don't have Claypool and that they don't have Freiermuth. Like, dude, Pittsburgh is not hurting, and they have a very, very high caliber defense. He's going to probably the best place he could ever freaking go right now. Like he lucked out, dude.
I understand.
They got weapons all around. He's nowhere near what you think. He has way less in Chicago than what he does here. If he fails in Pittsburgh, he does not deserve to be a quarterback in the NFL. I'll put it that way.
But I think to your point, when you were talking about Ben Roethlisberger and how Trubisky reminds him, I think it's because they tailored that offense so much around Ben Roethlisberger. Now with another quarterback, it doesn't matter who it is. It's not going to work out. It's going to take them some time to readjust. I'm telling you, Trubisky, I hope he plays well.
No, you're right. It will take time to readjust, Vic. Like, I get it. Trubisky throws the ball differently than what Ben does. Everything will be different, but their play style is the same. So you're not adjusting your scheme to as much to the quarterback because the quarterback relatively plays the same way Big Ben did. You're only changing how the receivers receive the ball from the quarterback, but that comes with OTAs and spring training and all of that. They'll get that down. So that's why I'm saying it'll be an easier transition than what most people believe it will be.
For me, my issue with Trubisky is, even though that he is a good runner, let's be honest, he may get scared a little too much, run out the pocket, and his interception rate gets pretty high.
Yeah, but bro, you're basing him off of a Chicago team. Like, and I understand that because that's all we've ever seen the man run. But I'm not going to sit here and say that Chicago team wasn't shit. I mean, he had no O-line. I believe he had Montgomery, but I mean, Montgomery's no fucking Harris. He had Allen Robinson, but that was kind of his only one. Wide receivers never really been Chicago's strong suit, So I'm not going to sit here and say that the man didn't have hard times in Chicago. Chicago's a tough place to play. I mean, hell, look at what's his face? Wow, brain fart. The one from yes, thank you. Look, he's having a hard time right now too, man. And it's and I'm not going to sit here and say that Justin Fields is not talented. So it does not matter. It depends on the team that you go to, and unfortunately, we're basing this kid off of a team that he went to who really truly sucks. So until I see him under this Pittsburgh team, I'm not going to sit here and say that he's a bust or he's not going to work out, because Trubisky had some good moments. Even with that Bears team, man, he was competitive. I mean, he brought them back at times,
Yeah,
so,
like I said, I agree. But I kind of agree more with Big Play Slay, where he says he's a bridge.
Well, that's fine.
Better off as a backup.
That's fine. But we're only basing him as a bridge because he played for Chicago and he didn't do good there. But what quarterback would have? So I'm willing to give the kid a chance with a team that actually is built to go right now. And we all know Big Ben held that team back last year. So if he comes out here and he does way better this year with that same team than Ben did, then is it a bust? No. Is it a rental? Probably not. Like if this kid comes out and balls, they're probably going to give him a big fat contract. I'm not going to play.
Now, do you think they go for quarterback?
If you're talking about trading up for one, I say no, because it's going to be what are you trading to move up, and what are you going to have to give up to do it? You know, and what future are you giving up for it? You know, if I'm Pittsburgh, I'll see what falls to me. If nothing falls, then no, heck with it. Just stick with Trubisky. You still have Rudolph, and you still have, that guy. Doesn't even matter. Haskins, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't even. I knew that wasn't going to pan out, but no one believed me. But no lie, though, man, you just go with Trubisky this year. If one falls, sure, but I don't think one will.
You think if Baby Hands falls, that they put all into him?
Who, Kenny?
Yeah,
Like falls to where? Because Pittsburgh is
to Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh's picking at
They're
what?
what, 17th?
No, they're picking at what pick though?
I think 17th. I'm not sure though.
Here, I'll look it up. And by the way, I just saw on Twitter that the Cowboys might trade up for Olave.
They need a receiver, and I'm telling you, CeeDee Lamb is not it. Everyone puts a lot on that kid. Amari Cooper helped them out a lot. Let's be honest. Amari Cooper allowed that kid to get some looks. Without him, I know the Cowboys know they need more help.
Steelers have the 20th pick, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so pretty
20?
much if they stay at 20, you're probably looking at like a Sam Howell or a Zach
That's pretty good.
Ritter or and honestly, I don't think Ritter or Howell match what Pittsburgh wants. They've never been that kind. The only mobile quarterback that they've ever had was Cordell Stewart. Like
I'm okay with Howell on Pittsburgh. I think he would probably do. I think Howell would be okay on Pittsburgh. He got a good arm.
I'm not saying that he wouldn't do good. I'm just saying that's kind of the scrambling quarterbacks, mobile quarterbacks are not what Pittsburgh genuinely goes for. Granted, yes, Trubisky is mobile to a point. The boy can run when he has to. Granted, when Ben was younger, he was mobile. He could escape the pocket and run when he had to, but they're no fucking Lamar Jackson or Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying? So Sam Howell, he's a lot more mobile than Trubisky. I mean, the boy can move. He's sneaky fast, and he does have a good arm. It's just that's not really – they like their big 6'5" quarterbacks, and he just doesn't fit the mold for Pittsburgh. That's all.
Whatever. I think for Pittsburgh is the first thing they have to do is they got to fix their offensive line because it doesn't matter who's behind center. If they don't correct that problem, no one's going to work out.
Bro, they've Carson Strong.
What was that?
It's like Carson Strong went off the radar like it's nothing. Like I don't even hear his name ever.
Yeah, but was he ever really that amazing though of a prospect to the point people were like? I mean, he's always been like a second, third round quarterback, right? He's never been a first. Right.
I mean, from last year, I thought he had the most raw talent out of the quarterbacks, and then I started to slowly see that.
Here's your problem. You were thinking.
Yeah, I mean, I was starting to slowly see that it was Malik Willis that had the most talent out of the quarterbacks, but Carson Strong has talent there. It's just that it got to be maximized for you got to sit down with him for like a year or two.
I think people were wild with his arm strength at first, and that's what caught him off. And they seen that kid chuck that ball down the field. They were just like, wow, they were amazed. But it's kind of like what I said. During the season, you'll see quarterbacks rise and fall. And the closer you get to the draft, you know what I'm saying? That's when the cream of the crop really comes up. And with this draft, there's no consensus, number one. Everyone says Willis. People mention Howe. Some people mention Pickett. But then when you get to the point where they're just picking apart at their game, now everyone's undecisive. Now I think the teams know who's the best quarterback. but they'll just throw out misinformation because they don't really want anyone to have a lock in on a quarterback. They're trying to do their best to get the number one guy. So for us, we don't even know what's going on because there's so much misinformation out there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So the Chiefs and the Eagles really have the edge in the draft because they both have multiple picks in the first.
No,
I
we
love the
have
name.
more of an edge because we have one more pick than them. The Chiefs just have 2 picks, kind of like a lot of other teams. You could say that about
Yeah,
about
29.
Don't the Giants have
Lions.
first?
You could say that
Giants
about
have
the
2. They have 5
yeah,
and
two.
2.
Lions have 2.
Yeah, and the
Chiefs
Lions
two.
have another 2 picks.
Lions
too.
have 2. Yeah, there are multiple teams with multiple first.
Doesn't Seattle have 2 now?
Yeah, the
because of the trade?
Seahawks. They don't have 2. I don't.
No, they do.
Seattle
We
only
have
has
the
one.
trade, right?
No,
with Russell.
they only have 1 because
Yeah.
remember the Seahawks traded a first for
Jamal
Jamal
Adams.
Do you think this will be a strategy for teams going forward?
Oh.
Get multiple first round picks.
Yeah, have multiple first round picks.
AK just salute. Oh.
Whoa.
Oh.
Well, you gotta look at it like you can really control the draft with that.
My first thought to that Jamal Adams thing was, well, that kind of bit you in the ass.
That's
Yeah.
why Seattle,
Man
they
really went
traded
from
that
one
10th pick
rebuilding
that the
team to
Jets
another.
have right now for the Jamal Adams trade.
Could it be that Jamal's the problem?
Right.
It follows him wherever he goes.
Right.
He's a
Well,
James.
no, the Jets are still.
Yeah, the Jets have 2 first.
Jets are
round
gonna
picks,
Jets.
but the Seahawks don't.
Jets are going hardcore defense. I think they're the one throwing all that misinformation on Thibodeau.
Thibodeau, I heard he's dropping.
I think that's the Jets. I think they really want him. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you hear Kyle Hamilton. Who the hell really thinks because of his 40 time, Kyle Hamilton's going to drop anywhere near 15 and 10?
I
Like,
really
that's
hope he
just
does.
teams. Those are teams in the back end, and that could very well be us. Just
Shut
throwing
the
that
hell
information
up,
out there.
Nick.
How, listen,
Right.
if that's Howie, do you understand how much more I would have appreciation for him if he would go and, to make these steps? Just to put that in misinformation for him to drop
Somebody
to us?
silence
That's
this.
masterful. Yeah.
And
Hey,
how do you not know, man? Yeah, and how do you not know it is him? But you sitting up here speaking about it's letting everyone else know. So shut the hell up.
Listen,
Yeah,
this is the Eagles chat, baby. We're all fans. We're all in it. We know what it is. Don't no one outside of Philadelphia know what it is.
Kayvon
Vic, I got
Thibodeau
something-
is the
Vic,
best
I need you to
defensive
shut
end
your
in this
bubblegum
draft.
mouth.
I'm on record. I'm on record of saying this. Kayvon Thibodeau is the best defensive end in this class. He's better than Aiden Hutchinson too. And
Whoa.
I can prove
Whoa.
So Big Slay's the reason Thibodeau is falling.
He's the best
There.
defensive end in this class.
Talk about it, Slay.
Can
Bro,
we
he
trade up
has-
for Hutchinson, though, please?
He has
Oh.
everything you want. He
I
has
think he's miles better than Hutchinson. I think Hutchinson is going to be the freaking Mike Mamula of the draft.
I really
What?
doubt that.
I
He got so much hype off of this one season. I don't stand by that 1 year hype.
Yo,
Especially
bro,
on the
I
defensive side of the ball.
thought you were trying to gain subs, not lose them.
Nah, listen, I'm telling you, you know me. Whether it's something that people don't like to hear or not, I'm going to speak my truth. I honestly
Yeah,
feel
but
like
that's
not
going
gonna
out
play
on
like
that's going out on a fucking ledge, though, dog.
that.
That's like
he's saying
walking. That's like those people that walk out on a ledge and still stay afloat for a couple minutes to retract what they think, and then they step back and they're like, "Wow, God saved me," because the ledge wasn't there, but I was just floating. You hear them?
You know I got that buoyancy.
Yeah, but I think you're floating, dog.
But he has a right to say that though, because Aiden Hutchinson hasn't touched it down in the NFL yet. So
Hold on, I'll say this though, Mitch. We had a conversation about
I
Hutchinson for a
cannot
while,
wait
correct?
until you
Yeah.
can come up with a better.
Did I not tell you that Aiden Hutchinson would disappear in that bowl game?
You did.
What happened to Aiden Hutchinson?
I don't want to talk about it.
That's right.
Yeah, they really let me down.
Dude, Georgia completely annihilated us. That's basically
I
what
told you,
happened.
Aiden Hutchinson is great for the Big Ten, and you know what? That's cool. But when you come to the NFL, it's a totally different game. There are more athletic linemen. You're not dealing with Wisconsins all the time with 300-pound linemen that can't really move. They're great road graders, bad pass defenders, bad pass blockers, and that's what Aiden Hutchinson was getting up through this whole season. But when you look at the opposite side of the ball too, who did you have on that other end? Even though he wasn't getting that much, work, but Ojabo was killing it also. So you got to credit him a lot for what happened to Hutchinson. It's not the other way around. I think you got to credit Ojabo for what Hutchinson did.
You got to credit both of them. It goes both ways.
I think Hutchinson opened up a lot for Ojabo to do a lot of things, but the only reason I think Kayvon's the best defensive end in this class is because in that first year he played for Oregon, he showed raw upside, athletic.
Wait, no, the first one. You were right.
Yeah,
Oregon.
What?
No, Oregon. Who the fuck says Oregon?
I mean, I don't know. Sometimes people.
Oregon.
No, it's Oregon.
Oregon Trail, not Oregon Trail.
It's Oregon. You got it right. Say
All right,
Oregon.
we'll put it
Enough
Oregon.
out of you.
No, I saw. Sorry, I had to cut you off. I saw Papa's face because I was making the same face. I was like,
Oregon.
Oregon.
All right, we'll put
Silence
Oregon.
this man. Silence him.
It sounds
But-
like hexagon.
Seriously though, like
Sounds like the
Kayvon
man's trying to
Thibodeau
say
has
origami
everything
and
you
he's just
want.
faking.
Like, tell me he doesn't have one thing though. Like Kayvon Thibodeau has upside, talent. You know, even when people last year said with the injury he didn't show the ability to stop the run, he did show it. He just dealt with the injury the last, I think it was a year ago. It must have been.
He was injured all year.
If someone could correct me on that, but
He got injured last season and came back during the season and still played with an
He
injury.
got injured. Yeah, he got injured for I think middle
It
season.
was like the second to last game before the bowl.
Yeah, he came back the last couple of games, and he
Yep.
still had.
And
He
played
still
all
had
year.
fumbles on
So
the
the
year.
moral of this story, kids, don't get injured.
yeah, he has length
wow.
and speed too.
And don't believe the hype.
My God, my
The
life
Eagles
is
fans
changing.
always believe in the hype.
But yeah, no, 100%.
That's Mitch. That is a great point. Now that is a great point, Mitch. Eagles fans, a lot of them, not saying all, but a lot of them do believe in the hype, and I think that's why you get this contentious thing when you talk about players, whether it's Miles Sanders, Jalen Hurts, whatever. That's why you have this big division because people believe the hype.
Yeah, I mean, look at your tweet that blew up. It's a perfect example.
Yeah, and it's crazy because it's just like, again, you hear the same takes, and you know what? Before I used to just blame Eagles fans for just being ignorant, but it's not. It's the media because it's what they're pushing out there. They have no choice but to get that. That's where they're getting their information from. It's
Right.
the media that comes out with that misinformation first, and then they take it as fact without even following up or checking out what it is. Because you can see, what was it, Schefter? He put out a story out there about Aaron Rodgers. Jumped the gun. Was nowhere near close. Why? Because he just wanted the attention. That's all reporters are now. They're entertainment news.
And
Yeah.
he wanted to be the first one that was right about it, and just to be right and without actual evidence. Sometimes it's just better to be patient on a lot of things.
And it's crazy because Schefter's not the only one. Ian Rappaport, another one.
Rappaport too.
And it's just like, these are the top guys. So you know what it is. It's like they just want the clicks. They want the likes. They want that attention. That's all it is. They're not
Trying to
putting
get
out
that
information.
contract.
Yeah, they're not trying to put out credible, real information. They're just trying to get your attention. That's all.
I mean, look what Schefter did when Tom Brady retired. Remember, he actually broke the news that he was going to retire, but Tom Brady said he actually wasn't going to retire. Then he did.
Yep.
And then a couple months later, he came back.
Yeah, he was like, "Fuck them kids, I ain't dealing with this shit."
No, man. You know, I have a theory on that, and I'm
Tom set
sticking.
the narrative, basically.
I believe Tom did that so his dad doesn't look stupid.
His dad?
Yeah, because remember his
Who's
dad
that dude?
came out and said that he wasn't retiring.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, his dad-
said that, yeah.
His dad came out and said he wasn't retiring, and then like a week later he retired. Right? So
Mhm.
I think Tom's coming out of retirement because his dad has never spoke. Like, no lie, if you go back and you look, Tom Brady's dad has never spoke for Tom ever.
Yeah.
You know, but randomly one day he just comes out and says, "All right, Tom's retiring," and then Tom's not retiring. Just randomly says that, and then he does retire. I think Tom came out just so his dad doesn't look dumb.
Well, if that's true, then that would lead me to believe, because what they're saying is Tom basically left because of Bruce Arians. He wasn't gelling with Bruce Arians. That's why they made the move, and now they have a new head coach.
Yeah.
So Tom comes back after that move was made, but it could be true. Maybe his dad was telling the truth. Tom wasn't thinking about retirement. It's
Tom
just the
came back
relationship he had with that coach pushed him away.
No, Tom came back before Bruce stepped
Yeah,
down.
Tom came back way before Bruce.
Yeah, but what they're saying is that the reason why is because that was all set up. Tom had a conversation with the ownership, told him he didn't like Bruce Arians and what was going on. The ownership agreed with Tom and made him step down and gave Bruce Arians another position. What is he? Senior consultant?
Mm-hmm.
Is he a senior consultant now?
Yeah. And
yeah, they gave him a position as senior consultant where he could just basically run the team.
Yeah.
He can set up the 52-man roster. He can do the draft, which you've seen him doing. He's the cook. He's the cook now.
Yeah.
And now you have his second, his man that he wanted to take over. Now he got it. Tom's happy with the situation and he came back.
To add on to that, Vic, last year, and this is another reason why Bruce Arians kind of had to step down. Byron Leftwich had a lot of ideas for Tom in the offense, and Bruce Arians kind of denied it because he felt like he was more of the play caller, even though Brian Leftwich had the more fresh in mind, and he had a lot of great calls last year, and it just wasn't recognized.
Yeah, that you can't impede, someone like that, especially Brian Leftwich, who has a great offensive mind. He's being looked at to become a coach. You can't hold the team back and him by doing things like that. And we all know Bruce Arians' offense causes a lot of mistakes. Interceptions run high with his offense. So if someone's trying to, shed some light, she'll let him.
Yo, bro, the Buccaneers have a lot of receivers too, man. They got
a lot of injured receivers.
Darden, Tyler Johnson, Scotty Miller, Russell Gage. Oh my God, bro. They have a lot of great receivers there. Or good receivers, I should say.
I forgot they got Russell Gage.
What up, Dante?
Hey, Dante was good. Good morning. Or good afternoon. Good grief.
So Dante's girl gave him her channel. That's how he has all those subscribers on his second channel. Like, gee, that's fair. Yeah. Oh my God. Can this draft just be over with? I'm getting nervous each day. Like,
Oh, it was funny too. Not we, but like AK, and then we're talking about this last night. We literally have 3 first rounders. We controlled this draft, and we're all literally like, what the fuck is gonna happen? What's happening? What are we gonna do? Like, how are we gonna mess this up?
Greg, it's on my channel. It's on my channel, bro.
No, he's saying is this.
Oh, I read it wrong. I thought it said
Yeah,
AK channel. I thought it said this AK channel. I thought it said AK.
Well, we're discussing the draft and everything that goes with it.
Yeah, what's up, man? You're a Raiders fan?
Hey, congratulations to the Raiders. You had a great offseason.
The AFC West, make sure you hit that subscribe. I'm good friends with Spotlight and all those guys. But I'm telling you, the AFC West, if the Chiefs get Stephon Gilmore, GG.
I don't know. I think the Chiefs need more than Stephon Gilmore.
Yeah, they need way more than Gilmore. They need a
wide receiver too. And like another thing to make it more competitive.
Yeah, they'll be more competitive, but they need to focus on the defensive line.
Yeah, I'm a part of Spotlight Sports Network. So that's how I know Spotlight. God damn it, Dante, every freaking time.
I was about to say, what just happened here?
Whenever Dante...
All right, so does that mean that Big plays the center? Oh, I'm the center now.
Whenever Dante wants to make an appearance on someone's network channel, no, everything changes.
What's good, Dante?
No, Slay, I'm no, hell no. What's up, Slay? Slay, you always giving these goddamn people passes. I'm so sick of Slay. Auburn do not deserve a pass for that damn beat down that took against Miami.
Yo,
they do not deserve no pass
on that.
Yeah, I'm still on there. I'm disappointed in you, Slay. After you told me you gonna make the ramp,
Dante, let me explain to you why I gave them a
pass the way they perform that night.
Let me explain to you why I gave them a pass. The only reason I gave Auburn a pass is because I feel like this is the first year where we even had like 2 top 20 players that, kind of helped us out. And I feel like they helped us a lot more. But like this year was the only year that we were only like even good in March Madness or the regular season. We destroyed a lot of teams. It's just that we underlooked a really good Miami team who was ranked really low. And that's why I felt like this team deserved a pass because of what they did this year.
To be honest, I wouldn't have gave them a pass because you know why? They did have a good season, but they was also fraudulent.
I agree.
A fraudulent squad too.
Well, hey, Mitch, I appreciate you having me on, man. I'm gonna get out of here. I got some stuff I gotta do.
All right, man.
Have a good one, AK.
Okay.
What's good? How y'all doing today on the panel? How y'all doing today, man?
What's up, Dante? Peace out.
Good.
AK.
Good. We're just talking about Eagles, shooting the shit, and we were talking about Stephon Gilmore if the Eagles should sign him.
I wouldn't, like I say again, I wouldn't be mad. Like I say again, like I said, man, I just want to win games, bro. That's all I care about, bro. No matter who we get, what coach we get, what players we get, I just want to goddamn win some fucking ball games, man. I don't care about no Howie Roseman or none of that. I just want to win some games. That's all I want to win.
Wait, so you're not like Eagle champ?
Hell no, I'm nowhere
Let me
near
ask
all
you
of
a
these.
question, Dante. Because I know you're a college football fan, Dante, and you watch legitimately like all the games I see in football for every college team, right? But who do you think is the best defensive end in this class? Because there's a lot of speculation with the class this year. Kayvon, Thibodeau, and then you got Hutchinson, and then Trayvon Walker, who's making a buzz up the boards. Who do you think is the best out of those three?
I'm gonna go with, like I said, I'm gonna go with,
we got three.
I'm gonna go with Kayvon. I'm gonna go with Thibodeau, even though I think his stock is gonna drop a little bit more. His stock is gonna drop. I got a feeling. It's reports on that, but I'm gonna go with Thibodeau. He's very fast. Seen his combine, he's very fast, and I think he's built. I think he can get to. He's very good. Get to the quarterback, and also he can be good at stopping a run. He can be very good at stopping a run. And then I'll say Hutchinson again. He had a stacked defensive line, a Jabo and all of those guys. He did have a good linebacker. He did have Daxton Hill over there as well. But as far as Thibodeau being by himself and having an himself with the only one on that defensive line, I got to give it to Thibodeau, man. I think Thibodeau is the best defensive end in this draft. But I really like Cam. I really like Walker as well. I really like Walker as well from the Florida Seminoles. What's that dude? That John.
You talking about Jermaine Johnson?
Jermaine Johnson.
Yeah.
I really love him too. I really love that guy. And another underrated lineman that everybody don't talk about is Cameron Thomas from San Diego State. That dude is going to be pretty good. He was a tackling machine this year. I know he's a little small school guy, but he's a tackling machine. And then Javon Walker from Georgia. But I think Kayvon is the best defensive end in this draft.
I would go Thibodeau as well.
Dante,
I agree.
I
want him.
Kayvon, other than Kayvon, my bad, Sora, but other than Kayvon, Jermaine Johnson is my favorite defensive end in this class. He reminds me of like Von Miller, like in his young days, and that might be a reach, but bro, he plays exactly like it, bro. That length and speed gives him.
I mean, of course, like you're gonna get overlooked because Florida State is so goddamn garbage. That's just
they are.
Yeah, so Florida State is they'll suck teams.
That hurts.
Go ahead.
Listen, I think Coach, you hit it right on there, man. I think Kayvon is that number one guy. But for me, for Jermaine Johnson, the only issue I had is during the Senior Bowl, he disappeared. When he went up against top talent, he was getting manhandled.
What's with these players and disappearing in big games?
But it wasn't a big game though. It's Senior Bowl practice when you're going up against the nation's top talent. That's what got me. When you're going through that Senior Bowl practice, there's going to be, some guys that can handle it, and you see them exceed. And there's some guys, for whatever reason, they can't get it. Jermaine Johnson was that one guy because I don't even think he finished Senior Bowl practice. He ended up leaving.
Yeah.
So that for me, that's a concern. I'm not saying that he's bad in the way, but for me, when you're going against top talent and you're getting handled, and then you get frustrated to the point where you leave, that's a concern for me.
Yeah, but Florida State played a lot of top tier teams too this year, and he.
Oh yeah, definitely.
This year.
So the reason,
but again, everything's different from college and NFL. Once you're in the NFL, everything changes.
Florida State played Jacksonville State and lost. Let's not get it twisted.
Yeah, but let's act like the ACC doesn't have a great schedule.
I mean, Clemson had their worst season in a while, but Clemson was still a good football team. Clemson was still a good football team as well, even though they dropped out. The quarterback play was just terrible. That quarterback play was just not good for Clemson. They should have They should have been better than what they were with the quarterback play. They quarterback play wasn't even that good. But the only reason, like I say, I put Thibodeau because he was even though by himself he faced a lot of double teams and he impacted the game a lot down the stretch for the games I saw. And then Hutchinson, like I say, I think Hutchinson can be still a very good player. I think Thibodeau is going to be better though, because Hutchinson had a Jabu on one side. He had Ross at the linebacker position as well. It was good players on that defensive side of the football too for Michigan as well. But for as Thibodeau was by himself. Thibodeau was like
a lot of people forgot about Ross. A lot of people talk about him.
Hey, Coach, I have a question for you. You mentioned Clemson and their bad quarterback play. If I'm not mistaken, isn't Clemson's quarterback Tua's brother?
No, that was Merlin quarterback.
Who is it?
Merlin quarterback.
Okay.
Merlin quarterback is his brother.
Oh, okay. For whatever reason, I thought that was his brother.
No, yeah, Merlin quarterback is his brother. He's all right. Merlin.
Okay.
The other two are from Merlin. He's all right, but that Clemson quarterback, he not that good, man. He not that good.
Yeah. I think you guys know who my defensive end in college.
Listen, I'll say this. Before the injury, I will honestly think I thought Ojabo was better than Hutchinson.
I did too.
Well, why?
After the injury, you don't ever know what's going to happen because of his talent. Like, Ojabo reminds me of the freak. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's got talent. He reminds me of Javon Curse a lot. He's tall, lanky. You know what I'm saying? Like, he gets around, he bends. He does everything like him. But when you look at Hutchinson, it's like, I think teams were avoiding Ojabo and thinking they can get away on Hutchinson. It didn't work out because, again, that Michigan defense was a really good defense. And I think that helped out Hutchinson a lot.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I really feel like maybe it's just me because I'm a biased Michigan fan, but I feel like he could do what Parsons did. If he was in the right team in the right situation, I feel like he can help transform that defense in 1 year if he gets drafted to the right situation. And I pray to God, not the Lions. I pray to God. It was in Detroit. Oh, man, I'm going to hate that. So, Raphael, how's it going, man?
Hey, I'm very good right now. Well, first of all, I didn't sleep so well because I was watching the WrestleMania and the return of Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare.
Yeah, I was watching that. Yes, sir.
Yeah. But I was screaming like an 11-year-old because I was so pumped it up. But speaking about the Stephon Gilmore, because I know Stephon Gilmore because he was playing for the Carolina Panthers. There's three teams that will be interested about it. So there's Kansas City Chiefs, there's Philadelphia Eagles, and there's Buffalo Bills. Because there's some intriguing about the options of the position of free agency. Because Stephon Gilmore was a 5-time Pro Bowler and 2-time All-Pro. So according about all this news right here, so maybe it's gonna be like, well, the opportunity to make it about the comeback because they've been called it. Because they just received like interest about it. So it might be a rumor, it might be true, but instead about that, because Jeremy Fowler for ESPN says guys over 30, this player left there, and this is everything. Because the first team that was interested about him, it was the Kansas City Chiefs. Then the Philadelphia Eagles, because they need so bad a starting corner, because that will lead to be interesting about him around the league. And the third team who interested about it was the Buffalo Bills, because there are some other wild card teams that they have the offer. So let's see what the three teams that got an offer. Is it good? Is it bad? Because he was playing there as a rookie, but there's a reunion of the awards potentially, but there's nothing really cooking out right now. So even he split the last season with the New England Patriots and Carolina Panthers, he's been limited to 8 games during the quad injury because he was named by the Pro Bowler, and after recording 16 tackles from 2 interceptions, he was a defensive player for 2019. So let's see what's in the prove it right here. So that's my opinion about Stephon Gilmore. So I'm not sure there's going to be like Kansas City Chiefs is going to take it. Eagles gonna take it, or the Buffalo Bills.
It's got to be the Bills or the Chiefs because
it might be a good
Eagles.
As much as I love it, this is what I'm trying to say. As much as I love it for the Eagles, as AK pointed out earlier, I feel like just because the contract with Gilmore, it's not gonna be easy to work out. You would have to put him on a Bills team or a Chiefs team that can backload the contract. And what you would have to do for that is you have to extend him for at least 3-4 years because then you could backload on the contract.
I will say, Slate, his what's its face? His market is, I think it was like 2 years, 14 mil.
Yeah, I seen that.
And Capitan, I have a question for you because you were able to see Gilmore more than us, even with that quad injury. How would you rate his play last year? Would you say it was still pretty much up to par with Granite? We know there was a step back because of that injury, but do you think Gilmore still played well?
Well, besides that about the injury report right here, because despite for the 4 years, all of this time, Stefan Gilmore's career has been proved for so much productive that Darby had the goodness because almost 5 years since 2017, he was offered by $30 million deal. But I don't think it's very sure about it because despite of the reporting on injury report, I don't think it's going to be healthy at the opening day of the NFL, but they will like address to put on the radar right here because right now he's a free agent. Because I've been seen playing with the Carolina Panthers, but I don't think it's very sure it's likely to be like in another teams like Philadelphia Eagles or the Buffalo Bills because they need so bad a starting quarter. But the most likely is the Kansas City Chiefs because remember they just lost out of these players right here because right now they just lost a good player. But now they instead of was drafting of the 2013, of 2023, 2024. But right now, it was the Kansas City Chiefs that had more in terms about Stephon Gilmore. Because, first of all, that was a very interesting move. Because I just saw the injury report. Because he's very more productive than the other players like that. But speaking about this team right here, because one of the biggest issues, because they have 4 teams in a row, but he was starting that well. He was probably likely to the Kansas City Chiefs, which is the most viable.
Yeah, I think honestly, if I were the Chiefs, I would go after Gilmore or James Bradbury just because Spagnuolo can he can really work with either one of those guys in a division where receivers are big in the AFC West. But I would personally backload on the contracts because the Chiefs, they're one of those teams that's in a weird situation. You know, as they just got rid of Tyreek Hill, they didn't want to pay him all that money. They kind of free up some money.
Exactly.
But I would go after Gilmore if I were them, just to backload on the contract and then fill out a void at the CB1 because you just lost Charvarius Ward.
Exactly.
Well, let me ask you a question. If you're a cornerback and you know that situation, they're going to have to backload the contract. For the most part, for you as a player, you know you're never going to see that money. So why would you take that offer?
Well, I mean, you'll never see the money, but if you want to go win,
if there's a team that's willing to give you more money up front,
then you have to go win a championship. That's what this league is about. Not just to get money.
And I understand that, but let's be honest though, like, is this the reason for him to do it? Is he trying to win a championship? Because we all know Stefan Gilmore already has his rings. At this point in your career, once you've made it to that point, you're looking for money.
I mean,
exactly.
You already got the rings. You already got history. You know he's going to be a Hall of Famer eventually. Whether he's first ballot or not, that's a question for another show. But he has the pedigree to get in. Now, are we looking for money, or are we still trying to reach those championships? Because, like you said, we know Kansas City is going to offer us a backloaded contract, which means whatever the first or second year, that's what I'm getting. Whatever, that's most likely the guarantee.
I understand.
But now after that, do I want to continue my career, or do I want to go on the streets again?
I understand that, Vic. But the thing is with Gilmore, I wouldn't want to just like go after the money, because if I understand that I still have talent, I could go on a team where the contract gets backloaded and go after and win a championship, because you're in a division where you're playing really good wide receivers that you think you can match up well with. And
Exactly.
there's been plenty of times in the past where Gilmore has shown that he can go up on a one-on-one matchup against legitimately any receiver in this league. I would personally backload on the contract if I was him, because if you're going to win a championship and you still have talent, that's what you're trying to go do. If you didn't have talent, this would be another debate for another day, and we wouldn't probably even have the story. But I feel like it's more suited for Gilmore, because he has the talent still there, as
Yes.
Raphael pointed out last year with the Panthers. But that Chiefs team is well suited for him because you have Patrick Mahomes and you have a defensive coordinator that knows how to use Gilmore.
Yeah, exactly. And right now, the Carolina cannot afford even one false move this offseason because there's so much at stake for the head coach, Matt Rule. Because it takes a long time to whatever Landon Gilmore credentials to walk out the door. It's something that had to go to regret to the big way. So it was fun that was last, but well, for me, Gilmore was instantly taken to one of these own Carolina long fire base. But nobody can deny this production was a top dryer before injury denied him from the final games of the campaign, because nobody thought that, well, Stephon Gilmore was a great player for the franchise of the Carolina Panthers, because aren't exactly going to fill the Carolina Panthers with Holberg in the extension, because all these Carolina Panthers fans almost, they have the greedy opinion to, well, to extend Stephon Gilmore. So Stephon Gilmore decides, okay, I'm going to just say a free agency. Let's say what teams are going to be interested more. So it could be this temperature is going to be a blow for this cornerback until it has talent, but you can use it as a barrier into presence of the next season. So I would love to choose Stephon Gilmore to going in to the Kansas City Chiefs, because they need so bad, because they just lost some of the good players because of the draft season right here, but they need it so bad because his talent proves that he's untouchable.
All right, so let me ask this question. Why is Kansas City such a lock for the Super Bowl when you have a team like LA, or should I say Las Vegas, that just increased? They're getting better by the day goes in this offseason. You've seen that offense has been revamped. Their defense is now they're working on it. We have yet to see what they're going to do in the draft. Is Kansas City that much of a lock?
They're not a lock, but when you have a top 5 quarterback, that kind of makes them look like a lock.
But we're talking about this year without Tyreek Hill. Mm-hmm. I give Patrick Mahomes all the credit in the world. I think he is the number one quarterback right now when you're looking at it. But now he's facing a new team. They're basically going to redo this system. It's going to be more, placated on him because he's going to direct everything. But now you don't have the ultimate speed of Tyreek Hill. You don't have that home run hitter. You don't have Pringle. Now you have Juju. Who was the other one they just picked up?
They also picked up, I think, Marquez Valdes-Scantling.
Yep.
Yep. So now you're talking about, we went from having a number one receiver to a bunch of threes.
Yeah, but not only the Chiefs has been active communication with Stephon Gilmore, also engaged with at least with New York Giants Pro Bowl cornerback James Bradbury.
Yeah.
Yes, Bradbury.
That's because they want to get a corner that, still has talent but can fit their scheme, and Bradbury could fit their scheme. But if you're talking about the Chiefs, the only reason I say that you would have to throw them in the lock case is because, they still have Mahomes, right? You have Kelsey, and I understand that you just lost Tyreek Hill, an electric player, but you also have 2 first-round picks. And I'm not saying Jahan Dotson is going to be like Tyreek Hill, but if you get a guy like Jahan Dotson who can be electric for your offense and fits your offense, it can be what it once was if you give him the time. And and there's a lot of speedsters in this class too. That have that electricness to their game, and I feel like Andy Reid can exploit that.
And speaking
one thing I want to point out about one thing I'd like to point out about the Chiefs is as the year gone by, we've seen that little by little they've been dismantled. First was the line. Now, last year was the running back position. This year, now we're talking about the wide receiver position. We're not even talking about the defense yet. Kansas City, I think, is a team that is in so much turmoil that no one knows because of Patrick Mahomes is the biggest Band-Aid in the world. If it wasn't for him, no one would put Kansas City in this conversation.
Yeah, exactly. And speaking about of the Stephon Gilmore and also the New York Giants, which is Sam Brady. Bradbury isn't competitive control over the situation because the Giants had backed themselves into a cornerback cap wise as of their salary situation is a bad place. They have restructured this current deal for multiple times within a 7-month span. So in my theory right now, the New York needs flexibility badly, and they ship into star quarterback did that. So it takes two to tango. So perhaps Wells, even sending a 7th round to the pick to the Giants will require the beach up to absorb 2022 cap, which is exceed $30 million. So that number can lower with that extension. But the biggest role right here thus far this offseason between the Kansas City Chiefs has been, well, patience and maturation for Beach and the Chiefs because instead of going to free agency and spending spree. So it's been calculated, this moves right here because it has been a major trade right here because there's a difference between Kansas City Chiefs free agency and the Las Vegas Raiders free agency. It's all about patience and let's see who's the biggest, or is because they're not going to shop in spree like everybody's crazy. But going out to the top flight option, that option will doubly disencourage the Beach because I know the Kansas City Chiefs, they lost Tyreek Hill because he's going to the Miami Dolphins. But right now, it seems like there's a little patience, there's maturation, but it will make the interesting detour of the roles with touring for the fly because it's not only just Stephon Gilmore. There's a lot of free agencies right here who has no team to have to discuss right here. So there's a lot of discussions right here. There's communications right here. But the last thing about it, the last word is between the players or the managers because it's going to report it.
Yeah, by the way, Vic, I 1000% hear your point, and I understand where you're coming from with Patrick Mahomes, and that. A lot of people just look at the Chiefs just because of Patrick Mahomes, and I get that losing Tyreek Hill was terrible for them. But one thing that I look at in this situation, and I still understand that they have a defensive turmoil, but you have 2 first-round picks where you could fill out both sides of the defense, both sides of the ball. You could fill out the offensive side and defensive side. You could get an electric player in a deep receiver class, and you could get a defensive player in a deep defensive class at cornerback or defensive end or linebacker too, because there's a hole there in linebacker. You could fill out that defensive side. But it's not like they can't get an electric player. I understand it won't be like Tyreek Hill, but you just freed up some money for the next 3 years and beyond by trading Tyreek Hill. So it's smart in a sense, but like, hey man, you just got to go do what's right for your team.
Oh, I totally agree, but didn't they just lose D Ford now?
Yeah, I don't think they.
So they're losing more on that defense.
I don't think
they're losing more on that defense. They're going to have to focus on their line, their defensive line, their linebacking position, cornerback. I'm dead serious when I say this. Andy Reid, although he got that Super Bowl and the offense is great and the Chiefs are what they are, he's reverting back to the things he did in Philadelphia. Look at the team. It's crumbling apart, and the only thing that's saving it, it's his quarterback.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the Chiefs didn't have D Ford. The Niners did. They parted ways.
Yeah. Well, didn't one of their defensive linemen get arrested?
It was Frank Clark, but he's
Frank Clark. I'm sorry. Yeah, but I knew it was one of their defensive linemen. They just lost him too. So again, that's a lot for that defensive line.
Yeah. Coach Dante keeps changing it.
Dante, you gotta stop this.
I just noticed Papa Star got the ducky up there. Oh my God.
Dante, I gotta have a talk with
I've
you.
had that for a while.
Yeah.
Absolutely, but I just want to say
your mascot. I just gotta ask.
Yeah, I appreciate you for having me on, Mitch. Great talking to you, Vic and Sora
Yeah,
and
bro.
Raphael.
What's
Y'all
up?
have a
Watching
nice
the
one in the
sports.
chat. I'm out.
All right. Talk to you.
All right.
Watching the sports. Are you all right? I've been watching your stream. You okay? Just to make sure you're all good. Yeah. Can the Eagles make a move today? Or something?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna have a good time. I think it's had a good movement. So.
I mean, possibly, but today's Attack on Titan Sunday, my guy. You can't interrupt that.
Has anyone watched Moon Knight yet?
Moon Knight? Yeah, I saw the first episode. Did the second episode come out already?
I think it comes out every Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Oh.
I still gotta watch Ozark. I'm not done yet.
What in the hell?
Oh, sorry.
Am I the only one that thinks it's a little too boring?
I never watched it. I didn't know it
watched
existed.
the first season. I watched the first season, and it was a little hard for me to get through it. It was a little too dry.
I can understand that. Like my dad and I, we love Ozark, and we both love House of Cards.
Wow.
Like both of our favorites.
Never seen House of Cards, and never seen what is it with Breaking Bad.
Oh, I never saw Breaking Bad either. I'm right there with you.
I don't know. I think it's because when he did Breaking Bad, he did Malcolm in the Middle. He just finished that. To see him in that different character, I was like, and then they had the Jesse character. I was like, that show's not going to work out. And then what is it, like the best show that's ever been made?
I've never seen Game of Thrones either.
Me too.
Hey, finally. Probably saw that, right? Game of Thrones.
I like the dragon thing, but I could only handle so much.
Huh?
There's too much pillaging.
Yeah. My buddy's like really into that, like medieval stuff and all that. He tried to get me to watch it. I'm like, dude, hell no. And I just watched the Sixers.
I was out the first episode. When the kid called the brother and sister, I was out. This is too much for me. I don't know about this incest stuff. That's literally the first episode. A little boy watches a brother and sister do their thing, and the kid gets pushed out of a 15-story window, and somehow he lives, but he becomes paralyzed.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was out from there. I'm just like, that's too much. All right, we don't hurt kids.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
we
your
gotta
problem?
get
We
in
don't
here
hurt
now.
kids? Then yeah, no, Game of Thrones definitely ain't for you.
But yeah, because that's what I was like. All right, that's a little too much. And I watched the first season, and I was like, oh, come on! Like, did you just end the whole show on the first season? Like, the main character died? Forget it. I'm done.
Yeah. So BOSC, you want the Eagles to get Stephon Gilmore?
I mean, I would want them to. I mean, if we could somehow get him and Tyrann Mathieu or one or the other. I mean, if we were to get Stephon Gilmore, I don't think you would get Tyrann Mathieu because it's going to be too much money. But Kyle Hamilton is continuing to drop in the draft. And same with Kayvon Thibodeau. If you grab Kyle Hamilton and get Stephon Gilmore, I will be a happy camper. And you know what? I can be happy with the secondary.
Per Papa's instructions,
Bryce
I
Harper
cannot
hit
talk
a
about Kyle
home run. Let's
Hamilton.
go.
Do what now, Vic?
I said per Papa's instructions, I cannot talk about Kyle Hamilton.
Kyle Hamilton's dropping, man. He's dropping to our area.
Please die.
You want me to kick him for that? Okay, never mind. Yeah, I guess Papa Show don't want Kyle Hamilton then.
No, I think he wants it. He doesn't. He knows that.
With Kyle Hamilton.
He knows the theory I put out there to be very true.
Listen, you put Kyle Hamilton drops, right? Let's say we get him, we trade up, we get him, blah, 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 blah. Let's say you also sign Tyrann Mathieu. That's a killer safety duo.
Shit.
But what does that stay for Harris?
Anthony Harris is still on the roster. Remember, we've re-signed him.
Yeah, I know, but you're gonna tell me Mathieu.
He'll get booted to the second.
You're gonna tell me that you'd rather stick with Harris over the Honey Badger?
Well, isn't the Honey Badger the strong? Isn't he the strong safety? That's the same as Kyle Hamilton, so he would back him up.
Hamilton's a free safety.
Oh, he's a free?
Hamilton's free. Anthony Harris is a strong. Honey Badger is a strong.
They put that big amount of man as a free? That's ridiculous.
Whenever someone says free, I think of that Education Connection commercial every single time.
And we need to at least get 2 out of those 3. One of them needs to be Kyle Hamilton. Because, I mean, I don't think we have enough cap because I feel like at this point, Howie Roseman's just trying to play with house money. So I think we just need to get 2 out of those 3.
Hey, BOC, I don't know if you're going to like this. But
What?
Olave is being rumored that the Cowboys are going to trade up and draft him.
Oh yay!
Yeah.
Oh
Hey,
yeah!
can I just bring up a theory? Because the Cowboys did help us out last year. Do you think that they try to move up, and by doing so, it might be one of our 3 picks that they use?
Who knows? Boys for Life I tweeted at him the news, and he goes, "It won't happen." Well, that's not exactly what I wanted to hear. God dang it.
Why do they even want a receiver? They always want a receiver.
Dude, all they have is CeeDee Lamb.
And Michael Gallup.
Okay.
Yeah, Gallup is pretty good. They lost, what is it, Wilson?
I know they lost Cedric Wilson, and I know they lost Amari Cooper, but why do y'all want positions that, for like in 2020, you really didn't need CeeDee Lamb? You didn't need CeeDee Lamb in 2020.
You have a quarterback who's a game manager like Dak Prescott. You need good weapons.
Right.
What if they do the smart thing and go long, though?
Gallup, Cedric Wilson. And then Blake Jarwin with a mix of Golden Shoulder.
Go where?
No, I said, what if they do the smart thing and go with the offensive line?
It's the Cowboys. Let's be realistic.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of Cowboys fans are telling me that this is their year still.
And that shit for
America's
27
team, they
fucking
call it,
years.
huh?
Cowboys fans didn't understand that window was tiny. It was an attic window that you couldn't fit out.
Mitch, you still the Cowboys? They still think they're America's team, huh?
Well, they are. Sadly,
They always
they're a team. What are you talking about, man?
They always think they're America's team.
They're only America's team because the Steelers turned down that title first.
They still always
My
think
guy Tymus, that Commanders content creator, you thought it was hilarious. He just tweeted, but the Commanders will get Olave. Commander Olave.
Hey, I hope they do because Carson Wentz will ruin his career.
Terrible.
The guy who I had on last week by the name of Rio Robinson, he's a Commander content creator. And he just wants weapons. Like weapons on weapons on weapons on weapons. And I'm like, are you sure Carson Wentz will have the mentality for that?
Yeah, can I ask a fantasy football question real fast?
Go for it. Well,
Yes.
Tyler,
How dare you?
For me last year, Terry McLaurin, that was my guy. I stuck hard. Do you value him still now that the same way because of Wentz?
No.
I mean, he's their best receiver, right?
Yeah, but we all know Carson Wentz has issues getting receivers the ball.
Terry McLaurin on the Commanders.
For me, it's just like he could still make some noise, but with Carson there, I'm not entirely sure. I got to see it to believe it.
I mean, they'll have to see what happens. Otherwise, if Carson Wentz gets hurt again, then who? Then are they using Heineke again?
Mm-hmm. Heineke's their backup.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's
yeah,
who
Rio was like, Heineke's their backup. He's no good to be a starter. I'm like, he had a good year last year. He had a very good year, in my opinion. Heineke. I would take him. As like a backup. What?
No, I said as a backup.
I still want to face Carson Wentz twice so we could beat him. Twice.
Yeah. I told that to each Commander fan that I know. Awesome at sports. We're going to beat you twice.
Wait, Austin Miss is a Commander fan?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Maybe Washington starts by having an offensive line. After they lost their best guard on the team.
They lost, 3 out of 5 of their old linemen?
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know Brandon Scherf.
Yeah, Brandon Scherf, their right tackle. I think they lost their left tackle, and then they lost one of their guards.
Yeah, they're
Because he went to Jacksonville, I'm pretty sure. Their
It's
guard
the
did.
year of the ginger.
Oh, my God. I have a bold prediction here. If Carson Wentz doesn't pan out, do you think he'll get traded again?
No, I think he's just going to be done.
I just think it's funny you said if.
Right.
I was thinking that, his career is going to be done, but I'm not very sure. I'm not very sure about the future of Carson Wentz because
no one day.
Because who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, it's just so funny. And the funny thing is, Tom Cowherd had Carson Wentz at 1. Dak
Colin
2,
Cowherd is
Jalen-
smoking weed.
Jalen 3, and
He's a
Daniel
troll.
Jones 4.
Colin Cowherd
know-
is the definition of clickbait.
Yeah, you know he did that just for the attention.
This is the first year I wanted to play Washington first in NFC East for
Colin
the
Cowherd's a little
millionth
Oh,
in a row.
yeah.
Hey, does anyone? I think Mitch, it was mentioned on your show, if I'm not mistaken, but someone said that Carson Wentz, and I'll ask everyone, do you think he's been the same since that Clowney hit?
I don't think he's been the same. That Clowney hit, like, dude, that shook him up. That Clowney hit. I just watched that Clowney hit the other day. And it's just like, man, after that. And then,
Carson Wentz just hasn't been the same since the Super Bowl season.
no.
Well,
He just hasn't
I
been the
can't
same
say that
thing.
because he had when he came back in 2018, he had ups and downs. It was just the fact that we didn't have good receivers. I think that's why they went out and got Golden Tate. And then I
we
think
had
Jordan Matthews was on the team
Yeah,
also.
we had Alshon Jeffrey, Aguilar, Jordan Matthews. We got Golden Tate.
143, but dude.
But it wasn't anything near 2017.
Exactly.
But I think that was the year where like the problem started. You seen more mistakes, you seen more interceptions, more fumbles. That more than anything, the fumbles is what hurt him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey guys, it was amazing to having you guys. I'm talking about the future of Stefan Gilmore and of course the NFL, but I appreciate you guys. Even though I'm Hispanic and I have an Asperger's syndrome, which is the autism awareness month, so it was having you guys to see each other, talking about football things and something about to discuss stuff from Mitch on Big Three, Papa Soa, BHLs. Salute to y'all and El Capitan Rafael says Peter. So I will see you there next time and
have a good one, I got you done.
Yo, enjoy WrestleMania Night 2 tonight.
Yes, I will. Because I'm wearing the Stone Cold Steve Austin t-shirt. So
there you go.
There you go.
He did good last night. He did good. I watched it this morning. Stone Cold actually fought.
So is he? I've been out of wrestling for so long. Is that a thing? Like Stone Cold is wrestling now?
He just had like one. It was like an altercation, but it turned into like a match with Kevin Owens, and he looked good for like a 50-something-year-old. But it was like just like a one.
So this is crazy to me because like, so WrestleMania now is 2 days. It's like a 2-day event.
It's a 2-night thing now. It started that because of when it was COVID. When COVID was first thing, they made it into a 2-night event. So it's like a thing. And I'm like, watch. This is going to be a 3-night event. I'm calling it. It's going to be a 3-night event in a couple of years.
So has Pat McAfee, has he had his match?
Who?
Pat McAfee.
No, it's tonight. It's tonight.
Ooh. See, like I don't know wrestling that much, but when I hear him and Michael Cole fighting, like that got me a little interested.
Yeah.
Of course, the man Becky. What's her last name?
Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch. I think she's an awesome person. I've seen her, around, good representative for wrestling. Yeah, I haven't been in wrestling for a while. When I seen all the excitement yesterday, I was like, "What the hell's going on?" Like
Logan Paul wrestled. He looked good. He did very well, Logan Paul.
I almost tweeted out that picture, but I thought it was an April Fool's thing. No,
he actually wrestled. He did a great job. He jumped from the top rope a couple times. He did the frog splash. He has a wrestling background. Like he has a wrestling background, jiu-jitsu, boxing. So he is athletic. I think he did better than Ed Bunny last year, but people are telling me no. I'm like,
he looked like he got that whole wrestler persona about him.
Yeah. My sister's like a huge fan of him and his podcast, so I told her, and she was like, "Whoa, what the hell?" I'm like, "Yep, Logan Paul," and I won't be surprised if Jake Paul wrestles at WrestleMania 1 year too. I would not be surprised. Jake Paul.
I'd like to see them both fight.
I don't know who would fight. I want to see Jake Paul versus Logan Paul in the WWE ring.
That would be stupid.
I think if they fought like a real match, like whatever they want to call these celebrity matches, I think that'd be pretty cool. Because I think Jake? I think he's the older one. I think he would lay his brother out.
Logan's
whichever the older's on, Logan. Then I think he would knock out his brother.
Oh yeah, I would totally believe that. Yes, I would totally believe that. And honestly, they both have a fight coming up. It's not against each other. Their parents won't allow it.
How old are they?
Their parents are not going to allow them to box each other. Yeah.
But like, how old are they? Like, they're still like in young 20s, or like we're talking mid 30s. How old are they?
Logan Paul, Jake. I'm 27. I think Jake Paul's younger than me. Logan Paul's probably 29, 30. I'll look it up.
Wow, you still listen to your parents at that age?
Yeah.
Like by then, money's right. I'm gonna beat my brother up.
Logan Paul is 27, so he is my age.
Damn.
And Jake Paul might get 25 then? 25. I got it right on the money.
That's fine. I can't hate, man. They make their money. They do their thing.
Yeah, I respect him for that. And my buddy, Mal Gooley, who's a part of the network, can't stand them. I'm like, they're doing their job then, honestly.
That's why I feel like they have that wrestler personality. Like, they can play heel. Like, they do that real good. But it's in real life. Like, they're not, like, I'm not trying to say that's them in their real lives, but I'm saying, like, when you see them, like, they play like they're wrestlers. They play that heel role.
Yeah. When I watch Logan Paul's podcast from time to time, and it's just a character that he plays pretty much, because the podcast that he does, he's completely himself. He's genuine and all this stuff. There was like this guy or this girl outside the podcast where they were doing, like on the road, like looking in. He invited her to be on the podcast and gave her, like, I forget, like a couple of his new drinks. He started his own he started his own drinking company called Prime with another YouTuber by the name of KSI. And that's like blowing up like crazy. Shit. That's insane. But can anything happen today in the world of NFL?
No, just a lot of rumors and speculation.
Right.
I know. Oh, the Pistons signed Carson Edwards. Good for you.
Thought he was straight up about to say Carson Wentz.
I did too.
I was like,
Carson
wait.
Wentz 2.0.
Yeah, well, it sucks that we lost to the Pistons. What?
Mitch, how you feeling about that game against the Cavaliers today?
I don't think Embiid is playing. I think he's questionable.
Is he?
I would not even play him. Honestly, I would not. We just need, if we beat Cleveland, we clinch today.
Yeah, I know, because they beat the Knicks yesterday.
That's a hard. I mean, I can't say anything. The Sixers lost to them twice.
I mean,
early on in the year. Let's not get it twisted.
Mitch,
I know,
Mitch,
but it still haunts me.
Mitch, I'm still guaranteeing you that Doc Rivers is still going to play Embiid because they want to clinch a playoff spot. They want to do it.
I'm saying it's going to. I know it's going to happen, but the right thing is to not have him play and let James Harden actually try to be James Harden again. Because the James Harden we're getting right now is not exactly the James Harden from 2 years ago, who was getting 60-point triple-doubles, and he was having a hard time scoring on Detroit Pistons a couple games ago.
But at the same time, you would have to rest James Harden too because he's not like his normal self right now.
I mean, you got to rest everyone on that roster and just bench the entire bench.
And start playing the young guns.
Papa Charles are a huge fan of Danny Green.
I will bitch slap the shit out of you right now, kid.
Kid, I'm older than you. Please.
I don't care. Not when I'm done with you. I'm gonna bitch slap your ass back 18 years from now. You're how what? You're how old now? What? 27? I'll bitch slap you all the way back to the womb.
You said 18 years. That means 45.
Oh,
no, back.
Here we go.
Dude,
oh, back. So at the age of 9.
The Lakers probably suck since they filled with the
Probably
they do.
See, there's the Lakers fan right there. Talking about how old the Lakers are.
He's not a Lakers fan. He's a Raiders fan.
I'm
I don't even know what his team is. All I know is that he's a Raiders fan. This guy.
Oh, good. Same with Eric.
What's your honest thought? Like, how far do you think the Sixers can go? Like Mitch mentioned, James isn't the James that he was. We all know the issues that Doc Rivers has
Mitch
been
probably
having.
has a second round exit.
Bing, bing,
Second
bing.
round. So same as last year.
Same as
The
last
year
year.
before.
Yeah. Same as like no. That year was the first round exit.
Okay, well, same as the usual.
Last year wasn't a first round exit. We won our first thing.
No,
2 years
the
ago.
bubble
You
year
meant 2
we got
years ago.
swept.
2 years
Oh.
ago, Mitch. 2 years ago.
Wasn't 2 years ago that the Toronto game where we got the doink heard around the world?
2 years we got. 2 years ago
No,
we
I
got
think it was
swept by the
3.
Boston Celtics in round 1. Last year we got.
I thought that was the
we
Kawhi
lost
Leonard shot.
4-3 in the
The
series.
Kawhi
to
Leonard
the-
shot was 3 years ago.
That was 3 years ago. 3 years ago was the Kawhi Leonard. 2 years ago was the Boston Celtics swept us, I think. No, we only had one.
Yeah, we
No,
got
they swept
swept.
us.
We got swept.
Yeah,
We got
we got
swept, yeah,
swept in
We
the
got a
first
gentleman's
round.
sweep.
Didn't play.
And then we all know what happened last year. So
That was the firing of Brett Brown, though.
And I'm telling you right now, if we don't get past the second round or get eliminated in the first round, Doc Rivers is gone. Give me
Good.
Sam
It
Cassell.
doesn't matter. He should be gone anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, after 3 straight blown leads in 3 games that you could have won to the Phoenix Suns, the Milwaukee Bucks,
The Phoenix,
and the
I'm
Detroit
not mad
Pistons.
about the Suns and the Bucks. I'm not
But
mad
2 of
about
those
that.
3, we were never projected to win, but we had a chance.
It's
We
not-
had a chance, but we
I'm-
were never projected to
The
win.
Phoenix Suns and the Milwaukee Bucks are the top 2 teams in the whole league. And we stood toe to toe with them. I'm not mad about that. The Detroit Pistons one, I was furious. That one was just out of line. I'm not
That one
mad
I'm mad about no
the
matter what. I don't
I'm
care
not-
how many
because
times do I gotta fight this man?
3
What
straight
are you
blown leads.
playing?
I'm playing God of War 4. I'm able to get it for free on the PS5.
Oh, wait, you got a PS5?
Yeah,
When?
like a while ago.
Dude, I have a PS5. What the hell?
Oh, I didn't know that. What?
Wait, what games do you play?
I've got Persona, God of War now, all the Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, breaking news. LeBron James is not playing tonight.
Wait, who are they playing?
The
Like-
Nuggets.
Oh, they're about to get crushed.
Yeah.
Jokic
I mean, the only
is gonna
game I play
annihilate.
right now is Fortnite, and
I don't care if Anthony Davis is in or not. They're still going to get crushed.
Yeah.
LeBron's avoiding the fact that he's about to get beat down by Jokic.
The Joker. I've been seeing on Twitter that people say that Jokic looks like a thumb.
Like from Spy Kids 2.
I guess. I don't know. I only saw Spy Kids 4.
That just doesn't make any sense.
I know, right? I only saw Spy Kids 4. Oh my God. What are the Lakers going to do after this season? AD
Cry.
gone.
AD's
Westbrook
gone.
gone.
LeBron's gone.
You know what? I've been saying this for a while now. I think AD is going to get traded to the Bulls, and the Bulls are going to give him back the same players. So we like Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram. I mean, Ingram, it would have to be a 3-team trade, but Lonzo would have to go back. Ingram would have to go back. Josh Hart. Oh, it would have to be a 14 trade for that to work. That would be funny.
Right?
Poop. Wait. Poop? People order our patties? Poop? The band next
What
to you.
now?
Do you watch SpongeBob? BOC,
They-
do you watch SpongeBob?
I used to. I don't.
So people
I did a little
order
bit of here
our
and there. That's
patties.
it.
Poop. Bruh.
Bruh, come on.
But
Oh.
yeah. So who's the first player that will have to go from the Sixers? The first player.
Danny
First
Green.
one to go?
First one.
Danny Green.
No, that's your favorite player. Shut up.
Maybe Tobias to clear
Tobias.
that cap.
Tobias for me.
Tobias has to go.
That's the first one.
Also, I would just
Meanwhile,
like to
the
say
next-
real quick, can we stop, because I've already seen these rumors speculate, can we stop with the LeBron to Philly next year? Can we not do that?
Yeah, can we not? I would love to have Bradley
Yeah, because
Beal.
it's all depending on where Brown goes.
Bradley Beal's a free agent.
Bradley Beal. I would get him in a heartbeat. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. Get Bradley Beal in a heartbeat.
I thought he wasn't a free agent because if he wasn't, we would have to give him Maxey if he wasn't a free agent.
No, he's a free agent. Bradley Beal in a heartbeat. Bradley Beal in a heartbeat. 100%.
Safe.
But thank God Bradley Beal's a free agent. Thank God.
Bradley Beal in a heartbeat. 100%. Free agent. Why would I not?
You see. Oh, this is just perfect. We can confirm he will re-sign with the Wizards. Sweet.
Watch Bradley Beal just re-sign with the Wizards. I'm guaranteeing it.
Yeah, I don't want it.
Yeah, watch him re-sign with the Wizards.
Can you imagine if this happened for the lineup? We got Maxey, Harden, Beal. Obviously, Tobias will be gone, so I don't know who will be.
So Niang, maybe.
Niang, okay.
Niang as of right now, unless we get another forward.
Well, the bench, dude, we got to fix that bench.
That's
okay.
it, yeah.
So if you get Bradley Beal, this would be your starting five right now. Embiid, Harden, Maxey, Niang, and Beal. Your bench would then have what's its face? Thibault would then be coming off the bench.
Yeah, and Korkmaz.
Yeah. Korkmaz.
Pop Short's favorite player, by the way, is Fergal Court.
I hate him now. I made the video 2 months ago.
Actually, no, that's Mitch's favorite player. His favorite player is Fergal Korkmaz.
So your favorite player is the Cowboys. Shut up.
What is stupid is we have the bench players. They're just on the Delaware. Why is B-Ball Paul there?
Paul Reed's been called up again.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, we have the bench players. We're not playing them, though. We've got Paul Reed. We've got Isaiah Joe. We've got these guys. We're not playing them. That's the problem.
Yeah. Tell that to Doc, who had Paul Millsap on Giannis. And Giannis scored 17 straight points.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, son of a.
What the hell? Was that you, Papa Sora?
Someone won money.
I thought that was you.
Why would that be me?
I don't know. I thought like you had a clip or something.
No. If I won money because I'm a Jew, I would be screaming.
Come on.
Oh, come on.
I'm
It's
Jewish.
okay. It's okay. It's his channel. He can say it. It's okay.
I'm Jew. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Who cares?
People love it when I say that.
Damn.
Like this one time, I will never forget it. I was in New York City and I found a penny and I grabbed it.
I mean, I do that too, but that's just
I know, but it's funny because I'm Jewish. Yep. So I just got an alert that the Sixers need to win today or tonight.
They better win tonight. I'm thinking about doing that game, to be completely
I
honest.
can't. I'm doing WrestleMania.
Of course you are.
Yeah. Dude, WrestleMania was so good. Cody Rhodes came back. Oh my god, bruh.
Is WrestleMania always
AEW 3 months ago.
Is WrestleMania always on Sundays?
Yeah, but it's a 2-night event. It's a 2-night event. So it's Saturday and Sunday.
Okay, so that's a weekend thing.
Yeah, you know what's the tagline?
What?
Stupendous.
Because it's
What?
stupid.
Oh,
Stupid!
yeah, kind of like how BOC's favorite team is the Cowboys.
That is so not true. Just shut up, Mitch.
When did this
I said it
happen?
one time and he flips.
When did this happen?
He was always
Just
a Cowboys
like
fan.
Mitch's favorite team is Ohio State.
He just never showed it. He's
Mitch
a
is
Cowboys
literally in
fan.
love with Ohio State, bro. Look at that red on your avatar. That's literally
That's
representing
the
Ohio State
Sixers,
right now.
bro. You can
Take that
clearly
Sixers logo
see a
off
Sixers
and replace that with
logo on a
Ohio
Flyers
State.
hat.
You're literally an Ohio State fanboy.
You literally could say that with any team that has the color red, though. Like,
Doesn't matter. The Ohio State Buckeyes are the first team that comes to mind.
Clearly, you have a Sixers logo there. So that
Wait. Am I reading it right? No, I think that's Ohio State.
I thought you just said,
Ohio
"Are
State.
you breathing?" I thought you said, "Are you breathing?" Right. I was gonna say, "Well, I hope so. Otherwise, the view counts are about to go way up."
So wait, I have to die?
He's like, what?
In order to
Just ask Tupac. Look at the record sales.
Yeah. Look at Juice WRLD. He's dead. Records go up.
That's just not right.
Look at X. He's dead. Records go up. I'm just saying.
Oh my god.
Listen, I don't make the rules. I'm not the one that's dead. I don't make the rules.
It's sad though. It's like really is when someone dies, they all.
Well, that's usually how people react to death. Yes.
It's so freaking sad. It's kind of like how the Cowboys react when they lose.
I don't know. That makes me happy.
It makes me happy.
Cowboys are dramatic. Cowboys fans are dramatic.
Yeah. You know.
I don't know. That's usually what brings me joy in my day.
I don't know anything. What do you mean?
Hey, you just admitted you didn't know anything.
Well, I only know about my Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, my God.
How we #own the Cowboys. We've owned them for what, like the last 2 decades now?
Yeah, but
what's happening?
Frank Gore.
What do we have? Like we had 13 playoff wins. Like there 2. We had more.
Yeah, Frank Gore. Yeah, Frank Gore.
Shout out to Eagles legend Frank Gore for retiring.
Yeah, sir. He signed with the Why would you sign with the 49ers on one day? Sign with the Eagles.
So he did the same thing Shady did though.
I know. Sign with the Eagles for 2 days.
And then retire.
Yeah.
It's not that difficult.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I just gotta say I hate Logan Paul now because he wrestled at Ohio State.
Wasn't Frank Gore like the?
And I love how BRC just goes right over that.
Stop, Mitch. Stop.
No, I said I hate Logan Paul now because he wrestled at Ohio State.
Oh, I didn't hear you the first time. But wasn't Frank Gore like the 3rd best rusher when he ended his career?
Yeah.
Yep.
Who was he behind? Was it like Walter Payton and Emmitt Smith? Yeah.
Emmitt Smith, yeah.
Yep. But that's crazy, like how you were talking about before. I think from what I heard is he had a conversation with Sean McCoy. And McCoy told him to stay away from the Eagles.
Yeah, 3rd best rusher.
Yeah, and McCoy told him to stay away from the Eagles, and that's why he didn't sign with us and lost out on the only chance he had for a Super Bowl.
It does make sense, though. It does make sense. Yeah.
Hey, Papa, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
How do you feel that there's a strong possibility that Dameon Pierce can be on the Eagles?
Bro, I'm going to say right now, that's my Kelly Green jersey right there. That is, and listen, the game-worn jerseys, those are worth like $1,000. I'd put $1,000 in a game-worn Dameon Pierce jersey.
I hear a lot of people talking about him now. Like they're saying like he's a good all-around back, but he's
that right there is your power back, and everybody saying like with Barkley and Sanders how they were used too much. He wasn't used enough. He's got fresh legs. So he wasn't, mainly because Dan Mullen was an idiot and didn't use him a lot. But yeah, he's a power back. He is, despite being 5'11", he is 100% your power back. He is your shifty guy.
I agree. I think if the Eagles were to draft him, Miles Sanders would be on notice.
Oh, absolutely. I think you get him. Also, yes, 100% Miles Sanders is on notice, but I think you get him. You got a powerful duo between him and Gainwell. Because I'm going to be real with you, those smaller guys are harder to tackle. When it comes to running backs.
That's a Boston Scott. Who knows?
Yeah.
Wait, what are you guys talking about?
Listen, we may have 3 very short running backs if we get Pierce, Scott, and Gainwell. But damn it, they're going to be harder to tackle.
Yeah, I don't want Sanders. If this is his last year, let him finish out. But I don't want Sanders on this team.
He better come out having the best.
I already know who Mitch wants coming out of the draft. He wants his Michigan running back Hassan Haskins. I already know.
I'm saying right now, Dameon Pierce is better.
Hey, I like Haskins. I like Haskins a lot. I think he reminds me
Kenneth
of,
Walker
and
is
I'm
in
not
the
trying to say
draft
he's
too
not going
from Michigan State.
I'm not saying he's going to have the same career, but he kind of reminds me of like a Doug Martin.
Yes. I've been hearing that a lot. And Vic, how did it go on your show with Philly Jim yesterday?
Great, man. Philly Jim was awesome. Like, we had a lot of fun. I asked him an important question to him about, pizza status, because it looks like he was going crazy on Friday night on Twitter. But yeah, it was a great show, man. I'd love to have him on again, and I can't wait for this Wednesday. I think you're
I
a part
can't
of it.
wait either, bro.
There's a roundtable on this Wednesday at 7:00.
It's me, you, Philly halftime, Joey Shakes, Foothills, and him, and I forget the other person.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's going to be fun. Philly Jim is a great Eagles content creator. If you haven't already, go subscribe to him.
Yeah, I've known him for like a year. We kind of had like a little disagreement on one thing, but we're good now. So it's just like it is what it is.
Yeah,
He
it's always awesome to reach out to other content creators.
Done.
Who got their TV on them high?
Huh?
I said, who got their TV on high?
I'm in my studio or my sister's old bedroom, so there's no TV in here.
It might be me actually. Hold up, the volume.
What are you watching?
Yeah, the volume's up a little high. Hold up.
What are you watching?
I'm watching bowling.
Bowling?
It's the most BLSG answer. Walter bowling.
Hey,
well,
shut up, Papa.
He's good at bowling, though. I'll give him that.
Oh no, I know he is. That's why I'm saying that's the most BLSG answer.
Who's that guy who bowls and he's like, you know who you were talking about? I am. You remember that clip?
Yeah, Pete Weber. Was
that
doing
dude is wild.
Yeah, Pete Weber was on that kid going like, "Who do you think you are? I am."
So BRC, do you want to be
that
the
dude
next
is on something else.
bowling?
Imagine me getting on the celebrity invitationals,
No, but do you want to be the next Chris Paul of bowling? Like he started his own bowling league. What was that? A while back? I forget. But he's really good at bowling, bro.
Yeah, I know. I've seen his like bowling in the past. He's honestly a pretty good bowler, really good bowler actually.
Yeah, I was.
You got to change the game. You got to throw some fresh Air Force One bowling shoes because the ones they're wearing right now are looking.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, J Taco. Hashtag the road to 2K. I've been saying this for like a while now, and it's kind of getting annoying, but it's kind of catchy.
Hey, it's you continuing to grind, Mitch. It's you just continuing to grind.
Yeah.
I just use you.
Watch hours. I'm almost at 2.6.
Wait for watch hours.
Listen, I always say all that stuff you don't have to worry about because your work shows for itself. It'll get there.
I know. I've been doing YouTube like off and on for 7 years, but this is the most fun I've ever had on YouTube. But yeah. Do you guys want the Sixers to face the Bulls in the playoffs right now? Because that's where we're matched up.
I mean, we win. We win more of these games, to be completely honest. I mean, if we win more of these games, we get out of the area from the Bulls. We could have faced either the Cavs or the Raptors if we push up to the 3 seed.
Taco, what do you mean bet on the next Sixers against the Cavs? What?
What are y'all betting?
I don't know. I'm excited for tonight.
I can bet some peanuts.
BPS is excited to see the Lakers playing without LeBron.
No.
I'm kidding.
He was watching WrestleMania last night with Mac the Giants fan.
I'm kidding.
I think for the Sixers, I don't care who the opponent is. Our biggest opponent is ourselves and Doc Rivers.
For me, I'd rather play the
that.
Cavs.
Cavs are pretty sick, man. Their point guard.
Darius Garland
is nasty.
Paid. Darius Garland got an extension 5
He's
years
nasty.
to the max.
Kind of reminds me of John Morant.
Yeah, maybe.
John Morant's also improved by a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'll admit it.
But he won't win MVP this year.
Who, John?
Yep.
Nah, I think right now, for whatever the reason, I don't know why the NBA is stuck on Jokic. But they're not giving Embiid the respect. They're not giving Embiid the respect he deserves.
It's Jokic, Embiid, or Giannis?
I think for me, is the fact that we traded for Harden. I think they see that as now he has help, and that discredited him with that MVP race.
Yeah. J-Taco, you gotta be smoking. There's no way in a million years I would say this.
Ben ain't even gonna be playing this year, so I don't know what he...
No, he might come back and play, I've been hearing.
2-5?
And he filed grievance against the Sixers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ben's not playing. That's why he filed that grievance. His little punk ass wants to try to get some money back and recoup it because he won't be earning anything this year. Ben Simmons wanted to live a Kardashian life and didn't have that Kardashian bank account. So he took out all these loans and has to pay them back now. That's all on him.
Yes, Slay, I know. You see what I mean, Mitch? He is a Lakers fan.
Shut up, Slay. Shut up, Slay.
BOC, it's okay that you're a Lakers fan and a Cowboys fan.
I'm not a Lakers fan. I'm not a Cowboys fan.
Guys, I'm not yelling. He is.
Hey, BLS, you can ask your question. You're an Ohio State Buckeyes fan through and through. You know, you liked Ezekiel Elliott, didn't you?
I mean, the only thing I would have hated about Zeke was the fact that he went to the Cowboys.
And you know that he likes to hit women, but we'll ignore that part.
Oh, I
We
forgot
will
about
not
that.
talk about that part.
Keep Ezekiel Elliott's name out your mouth.
Oh, Zeke.
Who's the best player to ever come out of Ohio State?
Ooh, that's a good question. Bobby Horn.
Did you say who or he is?
I said who.
No, he said who.
Okay. I was gonna say I'm not even an Ohio State fan. I fucking hate Ohio State, and I'll slap the shit out of you for saying that.
I say AJ Hawk.
Yeah, Mitch, you're still a freaking Corkmaz fan, buddy.
Hey, I'll take that over being a Cowboys fan like you.
I'm not a Cowboys fan. Shut up, Mitch.
See what
By
I
the
mean?
way,
Look
Doc
out.
Rivers needs to go.
Oh, God.
Doc Rivers must go.
Thank you, Clay. Thank you. The more you talk, it sounds like you're a Lakers fan, LOL. You literally talk about them much more than I and some Lakers fan, Mitch, Vic, and Papa. Oh, gotta check his Sixers card.
What Sixers card?
Yours.
I don't even know what you're talking about, Slay.
We gotta check your Sixers card, my guy.
But who's the best player to come out of Ohio State? Because I know who's the best player to come out of Michigan.
Yeah, I probably have to agree with you. I think it's actually Zeke. Maybe.
There's no way in hell it is Zeke.
Devin Smith is pretty good for Ohio State, but he didn't really show anything when he came in.
So, BOC, who's the best player to come out of Michigan?
Like right now, are we talking? Oh yeah, the past, you mean?
Who's the best player to come out of Michigan of all time?
Oh, TB12.
There you go.
Really? No love for Charles Woodson? Because let's be honest, when Tom Brady was at Michigan, he was known, but nowhere near what he was today. Charles Woodson was that guy.
Right? I meant to have the best career in the NFL is Brady. So to come out of Michigan, you can say Charles Woodson. There's a lot of players you can say. But
yeah, I'm saying TB12. I don't care what anybody says. Not give me all you want. I think it's still TB12.
Wait.
What about Ohio State? Who's the best player to come out of Ohio State?
Your college than you do.
Yes, BPS is an Ohio State fan.
Yeah.
He's known about Ohio State.
Brandon Grant for the Eagles.
Yeah, I forgot. Brandon Grant did go to Michigan. How did I forget
Fake
that?
fan. Oh wait, no, never mind. For whatever reason, I was never mind. Yeah, you hate Michigan. Never mind.
I got what you were saying, Papa. I got what you were saying.
Yeah,
it was a misdirected shot.
Come on now.
It was meant for wrong target, wrong everything.
Had Mitch said that, Papa was all over it.
What?
Yeah, I was ready for Mitch to say it, and it ended up being BLSG. So I was like, "Wait,
say what? I couldn't even hear. I was what?
I was waiting."
Papa thought that BLSG was a Michigan fan, and he had a good joke for him.
Oh,
No,
wow.
I was waiting for you to be like, I forgot Brandon Graham went to Michigan, and BLSG said that, so I was ready. I said fake fan, and I didn't connect that wasn't you.
But I
that said
actually
that.
literally
Yeah,
forgot
I
Brandon
knew
Graham
where
went
you
to
were
Michigan.
going with that. I was just trying to see if BLG picked it up.
I
literally actually thought that Brandon Graham went to Michigan.
Joey Bosa went.
I know Joey Bosa did. I know him and Nick Bosa. They both went to Ohio State. Joey and Nick Bosa both went to Ohio State.
Still lost to us.
Shut up, Mitch.
I don't know.
You're
I
the
think
only
for me,
year
it
that
gotta be,
you've owned us for like the past decade.
no one shows love for AJ Hawk.
Mm-hmm.
That's Packers linebacker. Bobby Carpenter didn't make it in that
Not being
but
Ohio State for 1 year.
Oh, great! So Joey Sage just tweeted that Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown
Dallas
are
Goedert.
back and forth.
I heard something about that yesterday. What was it
yeah,
about?
the AJ Brown thing.
Wait, what are they
Are
doing?
they talking trash, or was he trying to say like come to Philly?
It's like
No, he's recruiting him to Philly. He's trying to recruit him to
He's
Philly.
been trying to.
That's
Get AJ Brown
that's
to
what's
Philly.
up. That'd be crazy.
Because he tried to
But I
he
don't
even
know,
tried
that-
to recruit him to Bama, so they've been good buddies for years.
How much would that cost?
Jay Taco.
Probably a first as well, I would
Jay
imagine.
Taco, come on.
No, it's not just that. It's the way Doc coached that made me more mad.
Doc blew the lead, man. Doc blew the lead.
Doc doesn't know how to rotate players. He doesn't know how to put players in the right position. That's his biggest issue. It's always been
Let
his
me just
biggest
say
issue.
one more thing. Doc Rivers does not use the younger players. Isaiah Joe, Paul Reed, Charles Bassey, when they're on the Sixers, he doesn't use them. He uses Paul Millsap. He uses DeAndre Jordan.
Jordan played well last game. Jordan played
today
well.
he still uses Furkan Korkmaz. He'll use DeAndre Jordan and Paul Millsap all he wants.
Yep. One more step on the Alex. Yep. It was just ridiculous.
I think the loss of Andre Drummond is it has bigger impact than we originally thought.
Yeah.
Well, he's coming back next year. So.
Drummond was
He's back.
Drummond was a
If he
rebounding
does
machine.
come back, that would just be hilarious to me.
We
Drummond
definitely
was a
want to
rebounding
see
machine
he
back
comes
then.
back.
Yeah, and Drummond was a rebounding machine when we had him before we sent him to Brooklyn.
Before we sent him to die.
What?
Before we sent the man to die.
Come on, bro. Oh man.
Can Seth Curry come back?
I know,
No, I don't
right?
think so.
I'm telling you, in that deal that we sent to Brooklyn, it was originally going to be Ben Simmons, Andre Drummond, and Matisse Thybulle. That's who it was originally going to be. And then Doc Rivers was like, nope, we still need some defense. So then they kept Matisse Thybulle, and they had to risk off Seth Curry. Like,
My
why would
dad
you risk
actually
off
brought
Seth
up a
Curry
good
when he's a
point.
good shooter?
My dad brought up a good point.
Could be that he sleeps with his daughter.
Yeah, that too.
Wait, what happened?
You didn't know that Seth Curry slept with Doc Rivers' daughter?
That's his wife.
That's his wife, so yeah. Of course he's gonna
Yeah. So
I like how both Vic and I went, well, yeah, that's kind of part of the job.
Yeah.
Of being husband and wife.
My dad had a good point in saying Curry's overrated because of his inconsistency of shooting.
Yeah.
My dad
But still, look like what he's turning to in Brooklyn.
my dad calls him Curry Light.
I don't think your dad's the only one. I hate to break it to you.
Yeah, well, it's so funny. To me, that
listen, I'm not gonna say it's not funny, but yeah, I don't hate to break it to you. I don't think your dad's the only one. Because he slept with his daughter. I still that just like I would hope so. He is kind of. They are kind of married.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Mitch is gonna get married. He goes, "Wait a minute, I have to do what now? That wasn't in the job description."
It's like, what? I gotta do what now?
The first night? Really?
You're telling me?
Oh my god.
I'm just saying, if the girl I find is an Ohio State fan, sorry, no.
Watch that happen, Mitch. Watch that happen.
Hey, what's that thing? You find love in all the wrong
How
places?
about the girl that you find? What if the girl that you find is an Ohio State fan and a Cowboys fan?
So,
and a Celtics
basically you.
and a Lakers fan.
He's gonna be like, "You ain't a girl. You just BLSG in a dress."
Yeah, very well.
Oh my gosh.
Bro, shut up, Bob. Come on. Come on now.
He'd be like, "Wait a minute."
BOC, you get so mad on the easiest comments, like you're a Lakers fan.
I'm not a Lakers fan, Mitch.
See what I mean? I said.
Isn't it okay to talk smack about another team?
Yeah, but you talk about it more than-
Exactly. That's all I need to hear.
No,
Hey, we all know Big Play plays a Giants fan.
It's okay to talk smack about another team. I don't need to hear anything else.
BOC, let me finish. You do it more
It's
than
always important to finish.
pause. Pause.
We're back to the marriage
Pause.
thing again.
That's a pause. Bruh. BOC,
Bruh.
you talk about the Lakers non-stop. That's the point. You're like obsession with them make it seem that you're a Lakers fan.
Oh, it's a thing.
I'm sorry, Mitch. Did you say something? Because I wasn't listening.
Damn.
Oh yeah, kind of like a regular Cowboys fan when you try to talk some sense into them.
Why
Not
can't
a
we
Cowboys
be
fan.
friends?
You see this?
Why can't
What do you think this
we
means
be
to you, Mitch? What do you
friends?
think this means to you? What does my avatar mean to you right now? The Eagles taking out the trash.
So they're taking out your favorite team. Okay.
Why
No,
can't
they're
we
taking
be
out the trash
friends?
team that hasn't won a Super Bowl since 1995, and they're still being called America's team.
Oh, Bobby Murphy, your ex-wife was a Cowboys fan. That's the one of the reasons you left. Oh my God.
I was about to say, there's a reason she's got that X title.
Yeah. So I heard that Tiger Woods might come back for the Masters. I don't know how, but damn. Yeah.
Up in there went Vic.
It was like, I'm done with the shit.
So Papa Sora, I didn't ask you. What did you think about AK's new channel or his new brand or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy for the dude.
Yeah, so am I.
That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to leave a better legacy behind for his kids, and that's what he did. So yeah, I'm happy for the dude.
Yeah, I think we're all happy on what AK has changed to his channel now. Like not only the name they changed it to, but the logo too. Like the
logo's sick. Yeah, him and what's his face? Gio. I don't know why I forgot Gio's name. Sorry, Gio. Him and Gio did great with that.
What are you talking about?
The new logo they did?
Oh, no. Yeah, right.
Yeah, the new logo I think Gio might have done, yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
they were up.
for doing that kind of stuff, you know?
You want to hear something funny? Someone said I look like Woody in my logo from Toy Story.
What?
You can kind of see it, bro.
Wait, someone said that you actually look like Woody based on your avatar?
Look. Look at it.
I mean,
it's not wrong.
Yeah, technically it's not wrong though.
Yeah, it's wrong of you to be a Cowboys fan.
I'm not gonna lie, Mitch. When I first saw your channel, it's a picture of you holding the basketball and the football.
Mm-hmm.
My vision was so bad. I thought that was your hair. I thought that was a mullet. I just thought you had a mullet. And when I first hopped on your channel, when I first hopped on your channel and I saw you did not have a mullet, I was very disappointed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was quite upset.
Yeah, there's no Jewish mullet here.
I was quite upset. I was like, where's the mullet?
Yeah, my buddy Tyler told me to do it.
Yeah, I first saw that and I just like, this man's got a mullet.
Yeah,
and then he did it.
Mullet. No Jewish mullet for me. Kind of sad.
It is quite upsetting that there was no mullet.
Yeah. Yeah. Any news happen?
I doubt it.
My phone's been very quiet for notifications or anything like that. I'm sure Howie Roseman's just being so quiet in free agency. Like he always is every year.
Oh. Now, like your Cowboys, they're letting go of everything.
Mitch, can you stop with the Cowboys? Like, seriously, I'm not even kidding. Get that Cowboys crap out of your head, man. Shit.
And stop talking about.
I'm talking from here until the end, until the day I die.
I'm sure. I wanted to ask you, who would you rather have, Dean or Wyatt?
You mean Nakobe Dean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I take Nakobe Dean over Wyatt.
I don't know how his stock is going up. I don't understand how.
Who, Wyatt?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think he just had a very good pro day.
I mean, so did Malik Willis.
Wait, why did like guys like Kyle Hamilton and Kayvon Thibodeau drop?
Hamilton is apparently because of his speed. Thibodeau, I don't know why. Whatever. If they're both there at 15-16, there you go.
But hey, I'll take it though. If we could draft them, that'd be great.
Oh no, Vic's back. He heard what I said. He's like, what the fuck you just said?
No, it was just that they literally, I went to go grab my phone and take a picture, and I actually X'd out because there's a squirrel that came up for a peanut. I was feeding a squirrel.
Squirrel? What are you
talking to the squirrels? The squirrels listen to me.
No, it was literally on my porch, and I had peanuts, and I was like, hey, I wonder if it'll work. And I literally gave him one and went to take a picture for my wife. And then I just ended up exiting out by accident.
It looks like
I'm out here with the wildlife.
Right? It looks like bird game.
Oh, now you're out there with the wildlife. But when I...
Squirrels are cool, like possums and all that raccoon stuff. I'm not about that life.
Now he's all about it. But when I mentioned it before, I turned into a clip.
So basically, correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Based off what Bobby Murphy said, David took up a double team, freed up Wyatt. So was that basically like Fletcher Cox and Hargrave?
I would kind of agree with that. You know, Davis did take up a lot.
Yeah, because there would be times where Davis literally, Davis got double teamed, triple teamed. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like Fletcher Cox and Hargrave. That is a lot like that.
Now, thank God Fletcher Cox has a 1-year deal. Thank God.
We still have Hargrave, though.
Vic, you were saying this for like 3 years. You keep on telling me that Fletcher Cox needs to go.
Yeah, and listen, AK, when he brought up Jordan Davis, I thought he was great. I thought Wyatt was also. But with the position that we are, I don't care if we go for all three of the Georgia linemen. That's something I've been clamoring for a while. I wouldn't be against it because A lot of people didn't know about Trayvon Walker, and now he's being looked at. Some even say possibly the second pick of the draft. I'm not saying that he's going to be, but now he's in that conversation.
But he can go like that high.
Like that Georgia defensive line. Yeah, that Georgia defensive line was something special. And that's something that a lot of people, I think, will realize after the fact as time goes on. You see how special they were. But some people know that what they are now, they can be stars in the future. Like all three of them have the potential to be great defensive players in this league.
Hey, Georgia, that college, man, that college right there is no joke. They always have studs come out of that draft every year.
What college?
Georgia.
Oh, goddamn. Don't say Georgia around me. Fuck.
Yeah, they got a lot of talent.
I wonder why.
You got Nakobe Dean. They got their safety out there, too.
I know exactly why. Come on. I know exactly why.
Yeah, even though we beat you before we lost to them.
Shut up. I don't know why Michigan fans are just so happy after 1 year of having success, beating OSU. They're always so happy and cocky after 1 year.
All right.
The last 10 years.
All right. Cox fell off the last few years.
That's true.
I can agree with that.
That's true. Yeah, I can agree. That's true. Fletcher Cox did fall off. I mean, he also got older, too, at the same time. I mean, as the years went on, I felt like he had less energy. And when Fletcher Cox would always get double teamed, then Hargrave would always have the opportunity. Like what happened last year, and then Hargrave started getting double teamed after what they saw out of Hargrave through the first few weeks.
Now, every time when I hear Fletcher Cox's name now, I think it was 3 jerseys. It was like a Jalen Hurts, Fletcher Cox.
Yeah, the long Cox Hurts, yeah.
Yeah. Every time. I gotta make that a thumbnail.
No, you just need to recreate
What
it.
worries me about Walker with those DTS, how come he's only had 6.5 sacks? Who knows? Tony Davis is basically
because that whole team was eating.
Right.
Okay.
Also, I would gladly take 6.5 sacks.
That whole team was eating. That's why. Look at that whole defense. Look at how many sacks they had, how many pressures, how many hurries they got out of it. That whole defense was beastly.
Yeah. But I just don't understand how Wyatt's draft stock just keep on rising.
Because he can also he switches, I think, between both. What's its face? Tackle and edge. He switches.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that can make sense too, to be honest.
Hey, Mitch, I appreciate you for letting me on. I gotta head out and take care of this little one.
All right, man. I'll
Talk about your kid or the squirrel again? Where are we at?
Nah. I got the baby right now.
All right, man. I'll talk to you.
Y'all have a good one.
Yep. All right, cool. Ohio State's below Michigan. There we go.
Shut up.
Wait. Oh, yo, Philly halftime. If you want to come in, I'm gonna send you the link. I'm probably gonna. Here you go. If you want the link, Philly halftime. There you go. You want the Eagles to Booth and Wilson draft both? I mean, you guys like that?
Who? What? Huh?
Philly halftime said I want the Eagles to draft Booth and Wilson.
Like Garrett Wilson?
I guess so.
I don't know. I really like Jameson Williams. I think he's my wide receiver one.
Speedster. And Rivers said before that he would possibly go to Kansas City, but that's probably going to change. He's probably going a lot higher in the draft than what.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So
I would 100% take Jameson Williams.
Yeah, Jameson Williams won't be in KC.
In the 1 year of SEC, he had more catches of 20-plus yards than any receiver in the SEC.
Yes.
So, yeah, 100%. I would take Jameson Williams. Yes, he got injured, but he's coming back.
I want the Eagles to pick up in the draft Booth and Wilson. Right? I wouldn't mind.
I am not that big of. I'm just not that big of a fan of Booth. Granted, I can always watch more on him. I'm just not that big of a fan of Booth. I also just feel like a lot of people are going to fall, like a Hamilton or a Thibodeau. So it's like
Hamilton and Thibodeau are already falling.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a possibility at least one of those guys could be at 15. So it's just like, honestly, I don't know. I gotta see.
I think if one of them were to be at 15, I feel like it'd be Hamilton.
Yeah, but if you want Thibodeau, are you willing to risk his attitude?
You might need to also maybe like, I don't know how far Thibodeau is gonna drop. I don't know how far he's gonna drop in the draft.
Possibly out of the top 10, and if that's the case, then yeah, I'm taking.
But would he be there at 15 if we had the chance?
I don't know if he'll be there at 15. I'm hoping. Personal dream case scenario is both Hamilton and Thibodeau are there at 15 and 16. That's obviously the dream case. If that happens, those two are your Eagle players. I don't care who else is on the board. Those two are it.
So if you were to take both of them, then who would you take with the 19th pick? Like right now?
Depends on who's on the board.
That's
probably.
True.
I did on Twitter my dream scenario. I think it was Thibodeau. It was Thibodeau at 15, Hamilton at 16, and then Jameson Williams at 19.
Wait, who'd you have at 19?
Jameson Williams.
Oh, Jameson
Thibodeau
Williams.
is not falling to 15.
That's why I said it's my dream scenario.
My dream scenario is just to go up, don't trade any draft picks, and get Hutchinson. That's my.
Of course, because you're a biased Michigan fan.
No, I would not take Hutchinson.
Why?
I don't.
Would you rather take Ojabo in the second round?
I wouldn't touch Ojabo until the 4th round.
But Ojabo, no matter what, I will take.
I would also much rather take Ojabo over Hutchinson, yes.
Yeah, a lot of my friends were telling me that.
Wait, how many draft picks do the Eagles have in the 2nd and 3rd round?
We have one in the 2nd, one in the 3rd. We have 51 and 83.
Yeah, that's right.
Now, would you guys take one of those first-round picks and trade back? Would you trade back for like something, or? I think Thibodeau is the best player in the draft. All right. I think
Thibodeau is the best edge in the draft. Yeah.
I think we honestly need to get Thibodeau bad. So if I were Howie, I wouldn't move from where we are, unless if you're willing to trade up, which I wouldn't do because we need to build up this defense bad still.
Well, listen, when you say trade up, it depends. If I'm sitting at 15 and you're looking at like
whoever's
10,
on the board at the time.
Yeah, if you're looking at 10 from 15, 100%. Yeah.
100% you go right there.
Yes. I'm also to the point to where I'll reach into next year's draft. I don't care. 15 to 10 should only take like 15 and a second next year. Like, I'll reach into next year's draft. I don't care.
Yeah, it should take a 1st and a 2nd for next year.
I've got 3 first-round draft picks.
Yes, I am doing WrestleMania again tonight for part 2, yes. Wait, when are the Sixers on again besides today? Besides today, when are the Sixers on again?
I think Tuesday against the Pacers. I think that's the next game.
Tuesday? Okay.
Tuesday against the Pacers.
I might do that game.
I can't remember the rest.
Yeah, it's Tuesday. Yeah, you're right. Tuesday's the Pacers. Thursday's the Raptors. Saturday's the Pacers again. And then next Sunday's the Pistons.
Yeah, we finished up our season with the Pistons again. And I swear to God, if we lose to the Pistons again because of Doc Rivers, I don't care if we have a playoff spot locked up at the time, which we better in this game. If we lose to the Pistons again, I'm going to lose it. In a bad way.
We're still going to get a playoff spot. No matter what.
I know we're still getting a playoff spot, but we lose to the Pistons again last game of the season, I'm going to lose it.
Yeah, but our starters are not even going to play.
I was about to say, we're probably going to be literally resting everybody.
Yeah, that's true.
We're not even going to be playing everybody. You should know the Cowboys are letting go of everybody.
And the Eagles are picking up everybody. NFC East is wide open.
Yeah, it is wide open. That's why I say if we take Stephon Gilmore, I think the NFC East is ours if we do get him. I think it will be ours.
I still think the biggest threat to us in the East is the Cowboys.
Yeah, I can see that.
No matter what. But then after them,
got to put Washington up there.
After them, though, it's Washington, hands down. The least scariest team that I'm afraid of right now is the Giants. Giants, we should sweep the Giants this year. No excuse to not sweep the Giants this year.
Yeah.
There's no excuse.
Bobby, what's going on, man?
What's up, man?
Nothing much. So give me your opinion on Stephon Gilmore, if the Eagles should get him.
That would be a nice pair to have with Slide.
Yeah.
He's 30. Yeah, he's 31 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You sign him for like a 2-year deal. He's holding out for money, man. Stephon Gilmore might not sign up for the draft. It's going to be a team that's looking to maybe go early corner. They'll get one. You know, maybe then they bring in the Stephon Gilmore.
Yeah. Would you rather have Gilmore or Honey Badger?
Well, we still need to. It depends on. See, that depends on doing the draft though, because Honey Badger would be a nice fit. That we would number 2 corner. Are we bringing Steven Nelson back, or are we drafting one early?
I don't know, man. You can go either way.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a chain reaction of what you do to answer that.
Yeah. For me, it's just there's so many ways that Howie Roseman can go. That's what makes me nervous the most. It's like
the thing is though, I've kind of sometimes when I think who I want the Eagles to draft, right? And you got to remember, usually like most teams, you only have 1 first-round pick, right?
Yeah.
Prior to Carson Wentz, and when they drafted Rager and Devontae Smith, those prior 10 years, 9 out of 10, right? They went offensive line, defensive line. That's where they believe Howie Roseman and Jeff Lurie believe, and Andy Reid, they believe you go the trenches. And I agree with that philosophy too. But now this year you got 3. I just don't think we're taking 3. I think we're going to draft 2, trade 1 forward to 2023, just in case Hurts doesn't improve this year, and you got to go quarterback next year. If you got 2 first-round picks in that first round, that's how you make a move to get up and get your quarterback.
Yeah. It's just I've been seeing mock drafts. Boys for Life texted me a couple, and the Eagles ended up taking Sam Howell with the 19th pick or something.
That ain't happening.
I know it's not. I was just
dude, I've seen some crazy with like even some of the the big mock draft experts, Mel Kiper, Konachek. Sometimes I want to say, do you guys watch how those draft? A lot of them, they got first, like the 15th, they got a linebacker going. Well, it's the first time since 1979 to be a linebacker in the first round.
Yeah.
Like I said, though, Mitch, this might be the year because, see, here's another thing, too. We never had 3 first-round picks.
Yeah.
See, that's the whole scenario that kind of changed the game where there's a course if they're there. Here's what I'm doing. I'm going Jordan Davis 15. I'm going Jermaine Johnson 16. And then I'm going Treylon Burks at 19. That's what I would do.
Okay.
Unless Garrett Wilson falls, I don't think we'll even be there.
Now, would you, what's up, Tyler? What's good?
What's going on?
So, would you guys take Kyle Thibodeau or him?
You know what? I have this is just me now. It's not a popular opinion.
Yeah.
Thibodeau scares me. I think the dude's got some problems, right? Remember Deion Jordan out of Oregon? Remember him?
Yeah.
I just don't like the way he backed out on the combine. And it was a big surprise and shock to everybody that he didn't run the drills and stuff. And they're just saying, like, the dude's got a little bit of... But then again, I will say this. Last year they were saying that Micah Parsons had issues. Not on the football field, but, like, bad attitude issues. He turned out to be pretty good, right? We could be looking at, like a little bit of risky shot. I don't think Thibodeau, he ain't going to be there anyway, Mitch. If we just stay pat, we don't trade up, when we get down to 15, Thibodeau, some team will take him before then, so we ain't got to really worry about it. I'm just curious to see how it plays out.
Yeah. The one thing, when it comes to the off-field issues, it's a risk you're going to have to take. It's same thing with injuries. Same exact shit. So, it's like, people are telling me...
Like I said, man, like, I kept hearing that about Micah Parsons, right? And like, for real, you know what? John Ritchie used to play for the Eagles as a fullback, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was even WID, and he's like, I was up there helping out with coaching at Penn State. He said, Micah Parsons is a knucklehead. Guy's got a bad attitude. I wouldn't touch him. Well, and this guy was coaching him in person. I tell you what, the way you played for Dallas this year, I would have taken him.
Wait.
I'm just saying, everybody can be wrong. Everybody can be wrong. That's what makes the draft fun.
Wait. Eagles called about Cooks? Really?
Nah, you're trolling. Come on. No.
I mean, Tyler,
they called about Brandon Cooks on a losers.
I'm sorry, what was it again?
The Eagles Primetime said the Eagles called about Cooks.
Interesting.
Yeah, you're trolling. Come on.
Yeah, my problem is,
says that,
don't you think we need, like, everybody to say, like, Hurts is not the most accurate quarterback, right?
Primetime, where did you hear that at?
Yeah, Primetime, where'd you hear that at? Let me know. But,
I've actually heard that too, Mitch. I forget where, but Cooks is out there on the trading block. I don't know. I don't think he fits. I don't think he fits.
Brandon Cooks, right?
Yeah, Brandon Cooks, I think. Yeah.
Just to make sure.
Yeah, Brandon Cooks. If you look at his numbers, man, he's productive every year. He is productive.
I mean, he probably wants to play under a different QB, to be honest. I mean,
Stephon
I don't know
Gilmore
how much
to the
longer he
Eagles.
wants to be with Davis Mills, to be honest.
Stephon Gilmore to the Eagles would be Nnamdi Asomugha 2.0.
Oh, stop, yeah.
No.
No.
They're nowhere near that. They're not the
There's
same.
no way that would happen. There's no way that would freaking happen. If it does, great. I will be all for that. I'll be all for that. If he turns out to be Nnamdi Asomugha 2.0. I'll be great. Just imagine that corner duo with him and Slay. Just imagine.
And Maddox in the slot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it really comes down to this. Do you think, I mean, obviously, Gilmore is an upgrade from Nelson.
Yeah, obviously. It's kind of sad.
I mean, all these young guys like Allen, Harrison, all these young guys, they're total unknowns. So you can't go into this season opposite Slay with a total unknown unless you drafted one of them early, like a Sauce Gardner. Because Come on, you have to bring in somebody.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, man. If we go safety, like say we brought in Honey Badger, right? From a money standpoint, if we don't get a corner in that early the first round, I wouldn't have a problem bringing Steven Nelson back every year. If the trade-off is I get a Honey Badger and I got to put Steven Nelson back there again, I'm okay with it. And then, if something happens, see if one of these young guys step up. But, I mean, come on, man. Some of these guys are 6th-round picks and, late. You know what you're going to get out of that.
What are your thoughts on the Eagles coming into the next season?
I think we're going to win the East. Seriously, I'm not being just a fan. I'm not just being like a pom-pom. I think the Eagles absolutely, unless, of course, you can't predict injuries. I think we absolutely win the East.
Yeah,
I'm not saying
we can't pull off a 20.
I'm not saying we're going to, once you get in the playoffs, now you're playing with some good teams. But in our division, I think we could easily win the East.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. BOG, is that your TV again?
What, is it up loud again, or?
No, I thought I heard.
I hear it.
We're all good. We're all good. Who's
I think we
Milan
might be up
Rangers?
now. Obviously, I can't tell if it's my TV or not.
Oh,
because I did lower it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's bad. I mean, it's good for the Eagles. The whole NFC is kind of wide open, the way you think about it.
Absolutely.
I mean, you got Buccaneers, Rams, Packers. That's your top 3. Packers, Rams, Bucs.
And right now we can't hang with any of them. I'm talking about in our division, though. I think we easily win the division.
Yeah, last year we couldn't beat the teams that we should have beat. I mean, we beat the teams that we should have beat. We couldn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then again, though, Mitch, you got a first-year starting quarterback because that's his first year fully starting, right? Got a whole new coaching staff. I mean, did we really expect that we were going to beat the defending Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay? I mean, I'm talking about in the regular season now, not the playoffs, regular season. Kansas City, we weren't supposed to beat those teams.
Mm-hmm.
But everything I've seen was they had the Eagles finishing last in the division. For most people.
Because this past year was supposed to be a rebuilding year for the Eagles, and they ended up going 9-8 with Jalen Hurts.
I mean, like prior to the season starting, 9 out of 10 people were picking us to be last. I said, I don't know, man. I said, it all depends on, Sirianni's an unknown. And I like what I see from Jalen Hurts. And the rest of the division, I mean, the Cowboys had the most talent. But they always got the most talent. They don't win. Now they just took several steps back. The Cowboys took some major steps back.
Did you guys see that the Seahawks might think about bringing back Colin Kaepernick? That Colin Kaepernick is coming back in the league?
Yeah, please do.
Don't get me started on that, man. Listen, man, Kaepernick is done.
Listen, I don't really care. I don't really care about his views and what he was doing. But let's just face the facts. Colin Kaepernick hasn't played since 2016. We're in 2022.
He would also be the starting quarterback over Drew Lock, though, I would think. I would think he would.
Yeah, Drew Lock sucks.
Yeah, Drew Lock is trash.
So to answer Christian's question here, shout out to you. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Would Cam be an upgrade over Hurts?
Hell no.
No,
he wouldn't.
There's no
Oh
way.
boy, you
in
got to
hell.
put down the weed.
I mean, the early Cam, yes. Early Cam, yes.
Oh yeah,
Not-
Cam in his prime.
early Cam, sure.
Early Cam.
Cam Newton,
100%
Cam
yes.
Newton ain't been the same. He hasn't been the same since that shoulder surgery. When he was in Carolina, after he got the big contract and he had that shoulder injury, he hasn't been the same.
Yeah, definite.
And
So
plus,
Tyrann
man,
Matthew just
I'm not
tweeted-
in it. That's why I didn't want to trade for none of these older quarterbacks. If we're a young rebuilding team, right? Why the hell are you going to bring in an older quarterback that's only got a couple year of a window left with a young rebuilding team, right? If anything, I'm going to take a chance on a younger up-and-coming quarterback to grow with the team. You know, why do you want to win a Super Bowl and everything falls to shit again, like what happened with us? That's exactly what happened.
That's a good question right here, actually. If the Cardinals come to the Eagles and say, we will give you Kyler for Hurts and 3 first-round picks, would you do it? So the Eagles will have to give up Hurts and 3 firsts for Kyler Murray.
No, absolutely not.
No.
That's exactly what I was
Who in their right mind would ever do that?
Absolutely not.
Draft day, if you saw that movie.
Yeah, and then he got
No
all
way.
of his picks back.
I love that movie so much. It's so stupid. It's hilarious.
So what he's
And then
saying is, he's saying
and then
giving
he
up
gotta
Hurts
go-
and R3 first for Kyler Murray? Hell no.
Papa Shuro, he got a guy named Putney.
Yeah, and then he called him a pancake-eating motherfucker. Howie's not doing that, though.
I want Howie to do that. Please
Yeah.
do that.
No, you are not getting all 3 of your first-round picks.
No, I'm not
back.
talking about that. I'm talking about how.
No, I know, but still.
Lines.
No, absolutely not. That would be stupid.
I didn't want to give up all. I didn't give up all 3 first for Russell Wilson or even Aaron Rodgers. Not because they're not good quarterbacks. It's because of their age.
Give a 3
And then
first-round pick for like
they're-
a nice chicken sandwich.
I agree. Murray's better.
I'll tell you what. I'll give 3 first-round picks and Hurts for Joe Burrows. See, nobody's going to do that, right?
I might. Papa Shuro.
For Joe Burrows? For Joe Burrows, yes, I would. I was actually making a joke. But what I'm saying is, listen, Aaron Rodgers ain't won since 2011. Pretty good team around him.
How
Okay?
about 2
He
first?
keeps losing in the championship games.
How about
Russell
2
Wilson
first?
hasn't won a Super Bowl since 2015. This is 2022 now. You see, people think of the name, they're thinking we're trading for this guy in his prime. Hey, nobody beats Father Time. These guys are not what they were. They're not. You'd have to have a Super Bowl ready team that's just missing a quarterback, like what Denver did when they got Peyton Manning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, killer defense, good running game, and they brought in Peyton Manning. Okay, and they won a Super Bowl. We're not a Super Bowl roster to bring in
The
old
Rams
quarterbacks.
did the same thing. The Rams did the same thing with Stafford.
Right, exactly. That's another good example. I mean, the Rams were a Super Bowl ready team. Look at the talent on that team. And then they added, even during the season, they added Von Miller, OBJ, and really stacked it. You know what makes me think sometimes?
What?
We got this thing called a salary cap.
Yeah.
The Rams are trading away all their picks and spending money out the yin yang. How can they do it? Nobody else can.
I know, right?
They're playing with house money.
Yeah.
No, think about it. Think about the players, Mitch, on their roster. They got Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald, brought in Von Miller, right? I mean, they got some money. They got some money out there. Cooper Kupp signed an extent. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Stafford's making money. How can they? Here we got Jalen Hurts making under $2 million. He's making like barely $1 million. But we can't sign these.
It's giving Denver 5 more years. All right. That Rams team is going to be terrible and able 2 years ain't bad thing. I mean, they're going to be good. Bobby Wagner, bruh, they're going to be good.
It's going to catch up to them. I mean,
you move that around in the future. I'm telling you. All right. Literally, the Chiefs right now. Well, the Chiefs don't have a good defense.
And they just lost Tyreek Hill, one of their best weapons. Even though they still have McCall Hardman and Travis Kelce.
And they got Juju.
And Juju, yeah. Mr. TikToker.
Ooh.
TikToker on everybody's logo.
That guy had 12 injuries in his career.
Who, Juju?
12. That's just
Wait, do the Chiefs play the Cowboys this year?
I don't know. You're a Cowboys fan.
No, I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't think so because
I was about to say if the Chiefs do play them this year, though, I would love to see Juju Smith-Schuster dance on our logo.
Oh man, remember when T.O. did that?
No, wait.
Yeah,
Didn't T.O. go up to
logo?
Wait, didn't T.O. go up to the Cowboys logo and just like spike the ball on the star?
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter.
Yeah, I tell you what, man. I heard some people this week. Comparing Antonio Brown and T.O. Right?
People need to shut up with Antonio Brown.
It's not even close. Listen, it's not even close in comparison. Terrell Owens is like 3rd overall. A receiver, he's a Hall of Famer.
People need to shut up.
Antonio Brown and T.O., regardless of what he did during the week or we said in the interviews and the press conferences, when it came game time, T.O. was on. He came to play. Look what he did in the Super Bowl when we played the Patriots the first time. Look what he did in general, dude. Once he stepped on the field, man, that was I blame a lot of that on McNabb.
Yeah, 100%.
I actually was there. I actually had season tickets. I pay attention. I was living in South Jersey. Went to the games every weekend. I'm not saying that makes any difference, but I was paying attention to everything that was going on, right? McNabb really did do T.O. dirty. How T.O. handled it was ridiculous. But there was a reason there behind what he did.
Yep. Thanks, man.
I can tell you a lot of things.
I'm going to do more live.
I can tell you a lot of things about Andy Reid too, right? Andy Reid obviously learned his lessons as a coach when he went to Kansas City, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because the shit he did in Philly was so aggravating to us. We went to 4 straight NFC championship games, right?
Mm-hmm.
Painful.
And he won one of them.
Yep. Won one of them and lost
because we had these average receivers, right? Average. James Thrash, Todd Pinkston, fucking garbage. Total garbage, right? I'll chill. I don't want to go on a rant. But anyway, long story short, Andy Reid every week in the conference would sit there and tell everybody, well, in my offense, we spread the ball around. We don't need what you call a number 1 receiver. Okay. Well, after they lost 3 straight, they went and got Terrell Owens to go to the Super Bowl. So who was right?
People forgot about Larry Fitzgerald. You can make a case between him and Terrell Owens. Can you, though?
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
You really can't. Listen, I like Larry Fitzgerald. I think
What
he's
up,
a great
John
guy.
Ferguson,
I think he's a
Pascal?
great guy.
I like Larry Fitzgerald. Very good receiver. Very steady. Great.
He's great, but
not
he's
a
not
PO.
PO. He's not. No. The only person who in this league right now that's on the way to a TO, Devontae Adams or Cooper Kupp. One of those two. I could totally see.
And watch Jamar Chase in the future maybe like that.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase in the future could be like that. You
Or
see what he
Justin
did this
Jefferson.
season? He's just going to keep on doing this. As long as he has Joe Burrow, nothing's stopping him.
The thing also with Jamar,
Yeah, but you never know.
is
You never know what's going to happen with the. But I mean, in the annal of history, I mean, we got what? Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Terrell Owens. I actually think, I don't care if people agree with me or not, I would actually take T.O. over Randy Moss. In my order of greatest receivers of all time, it goes Jerry Rice, Terrell Owens, Randy Moss.
In that
My
order?
top three. In that order.
Okay. For me, Jerry Rice is one. I mean, if Megatron had a longer career,
Mitch, I said Jerry Rice one, Terrell
I thought you
Owens
said
two.
T.O. My bad.
No. Jerry Rice is number one, Terrell Owens number two, and Randy Moss number three. That's my ranking.
Yep. Now, if Megatron had a longer career and a better team, he would be
Organization.
Organization, yes.
Yeah. I mean, he played he played with the Detroit Lions. Calvin Johnson had a great chance to be one of the top, but he retired early because he just didn't want to be in Detroit no more, and they didn't want to trade him, and he just said, "That's why I'll retire." Antonio Brown could have been a great receiver, but once that dude got some money, he lost his mind. And I think he really does legitimately have.
I feel like the Vontaze Burfict hit had a lot to deal with AB.
Who?
The Vontaze Burfict hit?
Dude, for real. That could have been some CTE shit coming in.
I give it a couple of years, and this is somewhat of a joke, but give it a couple of years, it's going to be a Netflix documentary, 100%.
All right, guys, I'm going to close the stream here. I got stuff I got to do before WrestleMania tonight. So thank you all for coming on. I've been streaming for almost 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah, almost there, but thank you guys, everyone coming out. I'll do another stream like this maybe sometime this week. I'm not sure when. Just hit that subscribe, hit the notification bell so you guys know when I do that stream or when I go live for WrestleMania tonight or when I trash on BOC's team, the Cowboys.
The Eagles.
All right, guys, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.
All right, and later.
Thank you.